Everybody got their drinks and stuff?
I think we feel good. How y'all feel? Y'all feel good?
Yeah, let's go.
I just honestly ain't go front. The way I feel right now, today in these streets, honestly, I really just feel like I want to
push these niggas off me like, push these bitches off me like,
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Boy, you had a couple of new buttons on the board, and niggas getting ready for summer 2022. Hey.
You know what I mean?
How y'all feeling?
Shit.
Feeling
great.
good.
Feeling good.
I'm not freestyling today. Though.
You're not freestyling today.
I feel too good.
But the people always want us to freestyle.
I feel like I want to just start talking to y'all.
You
Is
just
that a
want to start.
problem?
You have a lot of stuff to talk about.
I just kind of want to get into the dialogue. You feel me?
Yeah, let's roll, Thundercats.
Oh,
Let's roll, Thundercats.
Y'all niggas better stop talking over each other this
Okay.
episode.
They too young to know about Thundercats
All right.
Ho though. Do y'all remember that cartoon? No.
Yeah.
Thundercats?
They remade it. They remade
I was
it.
thinking I might be too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Yeah, that was gangster.
I used to turn that off to watch Power Rangers.
Oh, that was okay. I mean,
Who was your favorite Power Ranger?
I don't have a favorite. That's like asking you what's your favorite Asian bitch.
I mean,
God damn!
what the fuck?
we all canceled. Yellow Love. That is his.
I did not expect
that.
I said that on purpose.
Wow. All right. Well,
Oh man!
thoughts and prayers are with the.
You call them motherfuckers. I call them bitches. But
Whatever. Same thing. You know what I mean?
oh, from
Hey,
the-
man.
No, because you remember last time he's like, why they got these motherfuckers on the wall?
Yeah, I'm calling them bitches. But
Same thing.
Bitches.
It's equally terrible.
It depends on how you say motherfucker too. If you like
It does.
motherfucker, like
Yeah.
that means
That
you owe
shit
me
is
money.
terrible either way.
We had a whole conversation about
That's
bitch
why I
last time.
That was a good one.
We should have a whole series about how to use curse words properly.
Yes.
I think the world could use it.
Let me add that
could.
to
They
the
actually could.
list of.
Or
That's a really fun.
that would be fun.
That's beautiful, actually.
I'm gonna add some
Y'all was really
historical context.
JT really agrees with this. Yeah, this is you don't like that?
No.
What kind of pussy shit? How to use curse words properly?
Corny is such a bitch.
Bro, that's the lamest shit.
You are-
Anybody gonna listen to that?
You know how entertaining that
It's
shit
a
would be?
segment,
Bro, that's not fun.
That's how this nigga feels.
You know how fun it would be to listen to how other people use the
Oh
word bitch?
my god.
It was a whole segment last.
That's true.
Can we
Like-
spark this whole
like
up?
what?
Where's the theme song? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
You want to go?
Just 'cause you got a
You know what?
bitch.
Hold on. We're gonna try something different.
Trying to rush.
First time.
Push these niggas off me like, me like,
That's how he feels.
Yeah, I got an hour and a half left of my eyesight.
What
What you gonna get up
Hour
in
and a
one? if you get up in an hour and a half, hey, put some packing up,
That shit be viral, nigga.
bro.
Let's do it. Fuck it. Restart this. That didn't happen.
You know, Kendra got him on a curfew.
No, she don't, bro. I have responsibilities tomorrow. I gotta
Bro,
work.
I heard her on the call before we started recording.
It don't matter, bro. I can't go. I can't be home at 1 o'clock
You're the one that
and go to work.
suggested we record on Thursdays.
Bro, I got here at 7:30. It's 9:43.
Blame these two niggas. Don't blame me.
It don't matter. It's 9:43.
Courtney,
That means work harder on Thursday. No, it does not. It means I'm taking my ass home. Change your workload. Change that
Go ahead,
workload.
drop the intro, Dino.
I think.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's drop the intro. Y'all ready? Everybody in 5. Muting the. Y'all.
You're now tuning into the sounds of the Potnas podcast.
Welcome to episode 31, season 5 of the Potnas podcast. Hey! God damn it! Dino said he might go freestyle, but I just might hop on that home by myself. Hey, let's get it. It's the Potnas podcast, and it's a Potnas damn party. I'm about to bring out the tequila and the Bacardi. Bang, hold on. Dr. Dick, Dom Kenny. It's my type of party.
It's my type of party. I have to backdoor pause. It's that boy D like Lou Rawls. I done came through. I used to get the damn draw.
Whoa.
Now I got a wife and I'm about to have to haul the damn baby fucking bag.
Hey.
About to have a baby. Yeah, that shit is not sad. It's happy. I done came through. I'm I'm a pappy. Pass it off to my nigga looking at me. It's Bradley.
I'm fucking Mike. It's Pride Month and I don't know why I'm month. I sound like Zach Fox. These niggas ain't still rock like me. I'm fucking tree. Okay.
All right.
I give up.
Okay.
So bad.
Okay, Blueface.
No,
That was
it's
so bad.
The first time it's actually not that bad. It actually was not that bad.
No, you was good. You know what you should do, bro? You should do the skip a verse type of rap. You know, rappers say a verse and then they like wait a little bit and then hit it.
Yeah, like Rio the Young.
Yeah.
That wasn't as bad. You're gonna listen.
So bad.
You were better than JT.
Facts.
I'm secondhand embarrassed of myself.
No, I'll be honest. When JT first started freestyling, it was a massacre. It was so bad. We used to laugh so hard. But it was so dope because he didn't give a damn that he sucked.
Right.
He would hop in that bitch anyways.
And then I started getting
and
good.
David used to be good. And somehow the transference of power happened. Now David's trash. Shout out to my boy David.
Oh.
But he got like his freestyle juice. Because like it was, I tell you, it was blood like a period is what killed David freestyle.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember that?
Were you there?
Nah, but I think you talked about it.
Yeah.
You said it before.
My boy was freestyling blood like a period. And we were like, ooh. No, we was like,
What the fuck?
that's what we were like, honestly.
Bradley, you didn't do as terrible. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're gonna listen back to this episode and you're gonna tell me, oh my fuck.
Terrible.
I want to quit the show.
You just have to learn. Don't quit the show. You just gotta learn how to balance your energy with like your concentration. And then you got like all kinds of substances in your
I
system.
wasn't really expecting y'all to actually throw it to me. I felt it in the moment.
We looked right at you.
I know. I thought you were going to give it up.
You should have just.
That's what he right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Potnas Podcast, where we're delivering our perspective on topics, news, and shit. We are your hosts, the Potnas, starting with the partner that's working the board, the flyest one in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dino, the dictionary. Mm-hmm. Across from him is the number one contender for the flyest one in the room. He is a Rican.
We gotta get a
Yeah, you should have played that in.
What that button for me?
I think we had remember we had no, that was
Oh yeah. You still got it. Gasoline?
Give me something.
No. We took it off.
Oh, damn.
We took it out.
But I want something real Mexican.
Reggaeton.
Mexican?
That's more of me. You know,
That's
I'm
like
built
Tejano or like bachata or
I don't know. I'm built like a Mexican, so just give me a.
Oh god.
you are getting us canceled.
Shout out to all the Latinos out there, Latinas. All right, we fuck with you, baby. All right.
Yeah, we like them. At Cooling and Pooling.
Yeah.
Followers dropping like flies.
They actually,
He
we're
wants that
actually
because
getting
he's
more.
from Chicago.
We're actually getting more.
That's from Chicago.
Shout out to Cooling and Pooling, ladies and gentlemen.
That's for Chicago. The good show.
Yeah, you need to give him the shots. He asked for the shots and you took the shots.
No, I've been having the shots, but I give him the shot.
Yeah, like
All right.
actual Beretta.
Yeah.
And perpendicular or adjacent to him is adjacent next or diagonal?
You say across from the room. From
All right.
Are you introducing him?
At a diagonal from
you can say adjacent.
Cooling and Pooling.
Or you can say
Number one
next to me.
contender.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know him as Corn, but you know him as Courtney Javon Coleman. He is our real estate and sports enthusiast expert. Give it up for Courtney Coleman.
You know what, bro?
It's the way you held your head to the mic.
So much disappointment.
No, at this point, I just felt comfortable. It was soft.
Oh, okay.
But, pause. But I forgot what I was going to say, actually.
Damn, that's
What
crazy.
the fuck?
You cleaned up nice this week. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
He looks.
Normal.
We're going to get to the fit check. And last but not least, it's the most explosive.
No, you got to say that with more enthusiasm, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you that shit when you say it like that.
Give it an explosion.
You know what? You're right. Let me go ahead and get back into my prime. Super Saiyan. Ladies and gentlemen, and last but not least, it is your most favorite partner of them all. I am your navigator of this show. I am the most electrifying, extraordinary, and explosive partner of them all.
One was too little, one was too much. You
Give
know
it to
what I mean?
me.
What do you want?
Give it explosive.
Oh.
You are
You can hear it singing.
all of them.
JT, I thought that sounded good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did that on purpose.
I liked how there were 19 of them.
That was too
It
much.
is Tizzle.
On purpose.
The motherfucking Thrizzle. The live Thrizzle. You know why they call me the live Thrizzle?
We've been over this before on like 3 different
It's
episodes.
just another...
Who is they?
They, them, the people.
The people.
We the people.
No, but I'll be honest. Nowadays, like I got a homegirl that goes by they, them. So like, you
What do you mean?
When you say them, who is they? Like they can be a one.
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about
That can be a singular
pronouns.
Nah, you talking about pronouns?
Pronouns. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
In
you
this
said,
day and age, when you say who is them, like that can be a one.
you said who is they? It was like, yeah.
I know her.
The answer was
I mean,
yeah.
no, I know they. Yeah, the answer is yeah.
I'm him. What's that song?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the
We should
song.
have that. We should have
Added it.
Yeah, we
It is
love
Pride Month. That was a good accidental Pride Month segment.
Shout out to
There you
everybody.
Actually, that's true.
Of the community.
Shout out to all the listeners. Appreciate y'all, all the love and the feedback that y'all been sending in season 5 so far.
Yeah.
And let's get a fit check. All
Oh
right.
damn.
Dino, love the cream, love the peach that
this
you got
is
going on.
called,
Cream and peach.
this is
Peaches
called
and cream.
Peaches and Cream.
Peaches and
Oh,
cream.
okay.
I say cream and peaches.
Yeah, you had it backed up, but just shout out to Peaches and Cream.
Hey, can you remind me what the dictionary, what homophone means?
Homophone?
Yes.
Words that sound alike,
Oh,
but
okay.
mean something
All right.
different.
All right.
Absolutely.
What's the other one that people mix it up with? The saxophone.
I'm about to say homophobe, but that was, shout out to Pride.
You want to
Right.
give a shoe check? You want to
Oh
a shoe
damn!
check?
Yeah, you see, he's too sitting too
Just put
far
it
to
up,
like,
but just put it up.
to like, just
kick
grab
your
my
leg
foot.
up. Just literally kick your leg up. Yeah, and then tilt
calisthenics.
tilt the. Yeah, there you go. There we go.
You know?
He's got peaches and cream
That's the
Pumas.
Pumas. It's
Are
the
those from
Pumas.
Tokyo too?
It's no, these
Japan.
are
From Tokyo.
Nah,
Japan?
You got it mixed
Yeah.
up. I do got some Pumas that are from the UK though.
Some of the ones you want last week.
Last.
Did you go get them from the UK?
I ordered them from.
I think I have
from the UK.
I think I have an interesting game segment for you guys.
Shit. Oh, here you go. Interesting.
Do you know where Bangladesh is?
Yes.
I've heard of it. What's the rapper?
Wait. Hey. Get the music going.
Bro, just come on, bro. Just I'm not doing this.
I know
What are we
this is gonna be
The
racist.
suspenseful trivia.
Where's Bangladesh? Bro, what city is the country Bangladesh? in?
What country
I don't know, bro.
is Bangladesh in?
All I know it was in a mixtape. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the mixtape?
Which mixtape are you talking
What producer used to go by
DJ
I know.
DJ Bangladeshi.
No, just never mind.
You don't know?
I know what you. Yeah,
Go ahead.
It'd be like
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it wasn't even that kind of vibe.
Y'all gonna have to cut this out.
Oh, yo, where are we going? Yo, what's wrong with y'all?
Those are two different.
I'm gonna tell you. This is Punjabi MC. Do you not remember that song?
Punjabi?
MC. You don't remember that? We're gonna. It was a really.
Yeah, don't do it again. But I got you.
Punjabi is not
No,
a.
that's the name of an artist.
no,
Punjabi
I don't know what he's
MC.
talking about.
Featuring Jay-Z.
a derogatory term.
No, I know. But it's. No, it's a bro. Just stop it.
Sound is worse.
No, that's a real thing.
All right. The fact that I was gonna say, "Oh, I know where Bangladesh
a real
is. I know what Bengali means."
Fellas, let me get back.
No.
Let me get this shit
Because
back.
Aisha is Bengali, and then y'all went on this whole entire
Not name dropping.
just. It didn't matter.
What did I tell y'all about when we do free? It
was like all three.
You just name drop, but no, you're right. I was about to say. I'm not gonna say it now because now I know like we're recording this shit. But I ain't gonna lie. That connection, Bengali, of course, that's the closest to me. Know about Bengalese or whatever.
So she's Asian.
Anybody should know. Yeah, if anybody should know
Well,
about Bengali people, should be
Hang around her and her brethren.
Been around her.
It's in Asia, bro.
Shout out to my name.
Yeah,
It's in Asia.
South
it is.
Asia,
Okay.
to be specific.
It's on an island
job.
somewhere in the peninsula of.
You did a good job. We had to learn.
You thought you?
Good job. I thought you were gonna say that it's in China.
Oh, nah. You just lost.
No. I mean, but that's a common stereotype.
Is it?
Yes.
China?
A lot of people think that Bangladesh is in China.
Okay, I don't know about who is they them.
People that we've talked to before.
Yes.
Just me.
All right. Courtney, nice fit check.
What you got
wanna
on,
show your
brother?
shoes?
I just got on some normal shit, man. Just skip me.
Yeah.
Coolin' and pulling.
I have
What
on.
is this that you have on? This is a combo.
What are those?
Oh my god, this is from the finest of.
Stop.
I don't. Yeah, that's
nicest
not.
design.
You have skulls on fire.
What does that mean
on
to
your
you?
pants and
It
shirt.
says
Yes,
Lil
I have.
Fast.
Hell and Brimstone is the name of this
cobwebs
outfit.
and-
Hell and Brimstone.
Yeah.
It's just some shit. I threw on.
That's light to him. That's light work.
This is the first day that I didn't put any effort into what I'm wearing,
And yet he has a
here I am.
perfectly matched outfit with his
That's
Alexander
zero,
McQueen shoes.
that's what zero effort looks like.
Wow.
Is
In his
they're
world.
like standard? It's like I
I'm
took this
sorry,
out,
D.
out of package.
I'm sorry. I think he's the new flyest one in the
Nah,
room.
fuck all that shit, 'cause my
he
pajamas
said
look
this
just
is
like this.
zero, nigga. You look like
I ain't
your
gonna lie, I
pajamas
slept-
compared
I
to
slept in
D-
this.
compared to Bradley.
I've slept in this too, but drunk.
Bradley looks like a rock
I'd like to
star.
know the
Oh,
story
you're saying
behind
that this is yesterday's outfit?
Damn. He said he's dirty. He ain't wash his ass
I'm
today.
saying
Oh, that brings me
last
to
time I
this
wore
question
this.
that I
Hold
wanted
on.
to.
Cause fit check,
well,
you really wanted fit check. Get your shit off.
yes,
Who is this on your
Right.
shirt?
So let
I
me
know
put
you
it
wore
Those who
that.
don't know about anime and cat ear.
Yeah, you
You wore that
the
drunk
samurais.
too.
Yeah.
We both got on our. We was drunk in these outfits.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't
damn.
post this on any social media. so I
So
thought
you
it was
just this is a stale outfit.
No. That kind of goes into my question that I'm about to ask in a few
Did you
minutes.
just, you said, what'd you just do?
I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, you ruined
I know.
the hype behind it.
Well, fit check canceled for this.
So sorry.
From here on out, actually.
No,
if you like what we got on, thank you for watching.
Listen.
Oh,
He
shit.
was saying that that he saw me in this at his birthday.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
at his birthday party.
Facts.
And this is when I debuted. This is only the second time I've worn the shirt.
Debuted?
So, yeah.
My bad.
because fashion.
There was no picture taken that evening,
I'm
though, so
so
you
sorry.
fucked it up for him.
There was
I
one
think
picture.
He's pictured a few times in my phone.
But not
pictured a
with
few
that
times,
fit.
but
Yes,
it
in this
hasn't
outfit.
made it to the gram.
I have a lot
think
of birthday
only
footage.
one.
Damn.
I think only one picture made it. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's why I felt like it was appropriate to wear this shirt because I never wore it on the pod. So
okay. I
I
like
am
the
wearing
rationale right
my
there.
favorite Yu Yu Haku, my favorite anime of all time, Yu Yu Hakusho. All right, and it's on the wall,
one of
but I
these
don't think you can see it from the
Asian-
camera point of view.
what's
But
Asian bitch.
to all
What
my-
is Asian motherfuckers on the wall?
to all my anime fans,
That's terrible.
y'all check it out if y'all haven't already. And for those who are OGs, I appreciate you. Y'all already know the game. But specifically, I have on Kurama in his demon form. All right, can't see the whole
Just a
entire
pretty
shirt.
boy.
And then I got my knees
He
out.
got Yusuke Urameshi up there.
I got my Nike shorts with my Nike socks
he
and my
put them
Nike
up.
shoes, and I do.
But you don't have to take a shoe off.
No. It's very
yeah.
important that I take the shoe off because these are custom Air Max 95s, ladies and gentlemen. The lavender edition, all right? And then they do have my name on them. Tizzle.
That's what he wants.
The left says TIZ,
Damn,
and then
he's
the
okay. What's the
right
hold on?
has
What's the
Z.
soul say? What's the inside soul?
No. The soul doesn't say anything.
Damn, what the
but
side
that's
say?
coming. That's
the front say? What the
2023
front say?
edition. The front just
You
says
got that off
Air
of
Max.
Nike ID?
Yeah, I'm trying not to cramp my leg.
Yeah was the shortest part of that sentence. It was like, yeah, I'm trying not to cramp my leg.
Yeah, I'm trying not to give away my.
JT got them from Phil Knight himself.
Yeah, facts. No,
Come on now.
yeah, I was gonna say something, but I won't fuck up.
No,
the That's it.
question. So,
Oh, hell.
since we're in the fit track, and then we'll move on. But how long do you go before you wear a repeated outfit again?
That shit don't apply to me.
Oh, it doesn't matter to you.
Nah,
Yeah,
because
okay.
usually I mix and match and G. You'll
Because
see
you've
a
worn
piece with-
the same shirt like 3 times on the pod already before.
No, I haven't though. You can run it back.
No,
Run it
you,
back.
bro, you have worn that
That
cotton
was
candy Adidas shirt like soccer jersey like 5 times already on the
That
pod
was
before.
rude.
No, but no, hold on. No, you know what? You know what? Everybody listening, here's what's crazy.
think it was a
'cause
dig.
I can actually assign someone. Like we can have the
Assign
artist, but,
someone.
like this stuff sucks. But like I can give somebody the juice right now. I can have my people on it right now. It's a text, and we can see how many times this happened.
Okay.
It's one, maybe twice. I only remember wearing it once. But here's the thing: the reason it stands out in his mind is because he wants that bitch. He saw it the first time I wore it at his apartment. He's like, "Oh, that's a fly."
I think that was the that's the first time I said it 3 years ago, and then ever since
I
then.
haven't even had it for 3 years. That's crazy.
That's bad.
Bradley, how long do you go?
Personally, I try to go as long as possible, but it really depends on what it is. Like I buy stuff
This
to
outfit.
wear over and over
This
again.
outfit.
Yeah. This was
Damn,
purchased to
he's
only
calling
be
you
worn
out.
once or twice.
Okay.
This is the second time I've ever worn this.
And you can never like
I wore
mix
this.
match.
So you've seen JT in this twice, which means he's at least worn it 10
Here's
times.
why. Here's how. So you can tell how important it is to me that I don't do
repeat.
that shit.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you the exact date. You can go to my
Damn.
Instagram right now. I can tell you exactly when I wore this.
Is that
last.
good? Like, is that healthy though?
I
It depends
don't
on who you
care.
are. If you can keep up with it, yes.
Yeah,
And I can
why
keep
does
up.
that? I guess I don't know.
It matters to you because
I-
this is like a costume.
Because this
I
goes
wouldn't
back-
even wear this
Well, okay, that
to,
makes sense.
you
That
know,
makes
like
sense.
this is not a
That makes
normal
sense.
outfit.
That makes sense,
Like,
actually.
I can't wear this to fucking. I did wear this in HEB.
You can wear that. But see, I guess it's all in your like fashion
Yeah,
philosophy.
but personally,
right?
yeah,
because like I'm fly everywhere I go, even when I go to sleep. So like
There's
these jokes are like, I have pajamas that look just like
There's
that.
a certain place, but you know, I think what's more interesting is how bad you feel when somebody has said that they saw you in something. I think I think really what I'm doing is avoiding that conversation. Not so much like I just I really want to, but like I just don't want that conversation again. It just feels weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to do that earlier.
Courtney, do you?
Yeah, I was about to say you definitely did that earlier.
I didn't mean to. I was like. Because we was talking about being drunk in that outfit. I was like, oh, and you were drunk in that outfit?
Oh, I see you in that last time I saw you. That's what you said pretty much.
Hey,
It's so fucked up.
they be some motherfuckers, don't they?
It's terrible.
But like, oh,
No, you're one of them. He's talking about me in this content. I went
you
home
see how-
twice. Like,
You see
in
how
life.
hurt people
I don't
hurt
do
people?
I wouldn't do that to you in public.
No, you know what he could have said and been more accurate is this like Pan African shirt I have. It's this crazy thing. Like for a while, every time I saw them, I just happened.
It's a
to
Fruity
have the shirt
Pebble
on.
dashiki that he has. It's literally
Fruity Pebbles, like the actual brand?
No,
It is.
it's a Pan African colored shirt.
But it's the colors
like-
of Fruity Pebbles. It's blue, orange,
No,
green,
it's not.
yellow,
It's not.
red.
It's none of those colors.
I guarantee you
It's none of those
that
colors.
all of
That's
those colors
crazy.
are in.
So you know what's it called?
fucking
Selective
shirt.
memory. That's crazy. None of that shit is in
None
the.
of those are the
No,
colors?
not at all. And it looks nothing like a dashiki. That's racist as fuck. But I'll be honest with you.
This whole
That
segment's
shirt would have
racist.
been no. Just I'm not gonna repeat it because that's terrible.
All right, Courtney, do you want to answer
shot.
the question? Do you repeat outfits?
What was the question? Oh,
No, I mean
I don't really see you in the same shit.
you do.
I don't.
Nah.
I'm sure y'all do. I don't.
I've never seen a shirt
But
before.
you like mix and match it. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not the same outfits. It's like the same pieces.
Yeah.
Same thing.
If you got a piece that stands out, you can't rock that bitch all the time.
That's the thing about Darian that
Right.
blows my mind.
You know what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying?
as many times.
What is- well, this is different, though.
D's closet
But
is
he-
huge. Like his
got a lot of
section
fly joints.
of the closet is the size of this podcast room, and this
But I
nigga
don't occupy
will
all that
still
space, though.
wear the same
That-
shit.
I have a
That's
whole
where
wife who
that's
has
where I was gonna go with that. I was gonna say like, well, sometimes the piece makes the outfit, so I don't care what you wear with. That's the same outfit, baby.
No, but the thing is though,
It's subjective. Like you might be like, "Oh, these pants made that outfit," but another person might be like, "You can see me these pants, and I remember he had on peach pants."
Okay.
no, but
So
you
for
also got a lot of loud. Not loud, but like
Facts.
yeah,
I'm
like you're-
colorful,
yeah.
yeah.
So like it's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? So like so that pants color, like you can't.
You'll remember the pants, but not remember what the fuck I wore with the pants.
Right.
And to you, that's the same fit.
Primary, secondary colors.
So that's him with that one.
I wear a lot of black, white, gray, and
You do a
neutral
lot of
colors,
neutral
and
joints.
earth tones. I love earth tones.
I
You
like
look good
doing
in
that
earth
too.
tones too. It really
That's-
brings your skin out.
That's 60% of my wardrobe. The other
Yeah.
stuff, like
Not
you
me
can-
checking Courtney out.
Yeah, right. Your ass look fat.
Well, where we going?
Wow.
What is that? It is Pride Month.
When you
I'm gonna keep bringing it up to all the gay shit. Instead of saying, instead of saying pause and be like Pride Month.
Problem.
when you're comfortable in your sexuality, you ain't gotta say pause. Yeah. But anyways, since it's Pride Month, shout out to everybody represented in the month, and you know the whole
does that mean?
LGBTQ
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
plus.
There you go.
Great job.
I did it good. I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm not the judge. I'm the worst
AI
gay person.
plus.
Hey, hit me with the
Intersex and
Dino.
asexual.
Hit me with the let's go.
No. I gotta be natural. I gotta be natural.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
can't ever ask for anything.
I
You know
did,
what I'm saying?
and they were clearly heterosexual women in that video.
Well,
Karen,
that's
they
for
made
dicks.
me-
Oh, God.
But anyway, I do. So I did learn something today.
What is that?
So for one, the gay flag, well, the LGBTQ
Get it together.
AI plus.
plus.
Yeah.
Good job.
They added black and brown.
I saw that.
Yeah.
For
I saw
black
that.
and brown for us niggas.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they did.
Black and brown. What? What do you mean? I don't get it.
The stripes.
Like there's a black stripe now.
It's not
and
just a
brown
rainbow,
stripe
now it's-
I actually
Brown and
when
black
we
stripes.
did the post for Pride Month last year, I included that flag.
Yeah, I saw
with
that.
with the black and brown.
And that's like I remember seeing that, and we talked about it. But
confusing.
like, I guess I know, right? Like, how do you feel about that?
I can't even keep up.
I still don't
Is
get it
that
though. What are y'all
not
saying? The
conflating
flag
two different
has an extra layer of like black and brown on it.
So there's a spectrum of color, right?
Right.
So now on that spectrum is black.
You know how the Cuban flag looks?
And brown.
The Cuban and Puerto Rican flag?
Okay. No. I get what y'all saying, but like, what does it mean?
That's
It means
what therein
it's
lies the
representative.
quandary.
Okay, so like
African American?
Yes, for niggas, like I said,
Like black and
so
brown.
black and brown people.
Okay.
So like,
But to his question, why?
initially,
conflating two different things.
okay.
Right there, no?
Yeah, we're
without
the
going
Asians
to, without going too deep
Okay, I'm sorry.
into queerness
Nah,
and
go
the
deep, pause.
intersectionality of life, the initial. I mean, here's the end point is the fact that queerness leans against black trans women.
Gotcha. Cool.
That's the freedom of queer people in America leans on the black trans women.
Cool.
The initial gay flag had nothing to do with niggas.
Right.
So
I mean, you can't
and
walk
here we
around
are
with purple or
updated. I'm
blue.
trying to put it into solid points. Here we
I get
are
it.
currently,
I get it. Yeah.
where Pride is on the back of cereal boxes and
Yeah. It's so commercialized,
Postmates
yeah.
meals
In the front of
and
Target.
Burger King buns.
Yeah.
This is the most absurd Pride I've ever witnessed.
Apple, they have like a pride band that's at the
it's
forefront
like
of the-
so commercialized.
Yeah.
At the very least, include the niggas who made it possible for you.
I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
So the new flag includes not only that, but also trans people with the
saw that.
pink and blue.
Yeah.
on
I have
there
a
as well.
question
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, yeah.
So, like, because
that's okay. I
it's
respect
being, advertised everywhere on cereal boxes and all of, like, our national programming.
that. On onesies.
And on the baseball field and shit like that, right? Do y'all think that any money is actually going to the cause or association of of
A large
the community?
So like I'm one of those people that I would like to give money to things if I wasn't already poor, but the other piece is that if I had the flexible income to give,
Yes.
and when I do give, I want to be able to see like the receipt should say the name of the charity in which I'm donating to.
I don't think there is there, because I know when everybody was throwing out money for Black Lives Matter, that there is an actual Black Lives Matter company
There is an organization.
on some,
yes.
now they're probably on some corrupt shit. But is there my question is like,
talk about it.
there isn't a LGBTQIA plus, right?
I mean,
is that what you're saying, right?
The human rights.
Is there one?
So, for example, like
question.
there's a large major luxury retailer that is taking money in for
okay, it's good
for Pride. I almost called it memorabilia
Oh no.
for like Pride shit. Like
Yeah.
and they are giving it to the Human Rights Campaign, but
So okay,
and one of the pillars of the so
Yeah.
but like yeah, you got to be careful.
but
about stuff
what
like that.
but what is
That's a
money?
fact.
Like what I'm
What is it gonna do? How
I was
is
gonna
it-
say,
how is
what-
it working?
What can money do right now?
I mean, it's a lot it can do.
Buy gas
The question,
for-
the better
No,
question is,
I'm-
what is it? What is it doing? Shut up.
No, but like no bullshit. Like what politically?
I think-
Like can it?
I think that's where
It's a
we
good question.
have
It's a good
that's where we
question.
have such an issue defining how we feel about Black Lives Matter right now.
Yo!
Because, to
I
be honest, if I so the way I look at the House thing, which I think we brought that up last time too.
What?
The way I look at the House thing, how Black Lives Matter had the House.
Yeah. The
Okay,
big
they
dance
spent a
shit
bunch of
that
money in
came
the house,
out,
and they try to say that they was running it out of the house.
Yeah.
So, or like that's the safe haven and stuff.
That's the company's house. We all live here.
And I'm like, if you're really that close to the organization receiving donations and is niggas involved, I believe that that's okay. Like reward somebody. Like a lot of the hold on. A lot of the money that we treat nonprofits like they just have to be like broken directly, broken and like
all the money.
You better take everything you can get type of vibe. But it's like we treat them like corporations on the financial side of the business, and most of the all the corporations that we work for and put our business into do the same thing. When I fly for my job, or when I go eat some fucking food or something, like that's not a reward to me. That is my time.
That's dual compensation.
It's dual compensation. So I don't really feel bad. I don't mind not knowing where the money's going, because I know at some point, like I just have faith in the world that is going to somebody who needed it more than I did. I don't care if they
I think a good place to be, at least where I feel that I am, given my therapy. I make I statements. Pro tip. I feel like I reside somewhere in between because, like, you don't want to give too much. Like, not even Tate brought me there. You don't want to give too much. You don't give too much juice to people, yo. You don't give too much belief in the world, and because believing it's gonna go to where it's supposed to go. We'll get it. It will not go. It's not just gonna. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I wouldn't. You can't subsist with such skepticism. That's like, I don't want to give anything because I don't know where the hell it's going. You know what I'm saying? You can, but then you never give.
No, you can give directly.
It's like,
so you gonna go out in the hood and go find little broke niggas and people who need money and help and scholarships and shit. You gonna give them. You gonna pay them yourself.
Biblically,
you're gonna go fight. So you're gonna go fight for civil rights and for.
I didn't say I was gonna fight for civil rights. I'm saying. I'm
talking about organizations. Some of these organizations fight for many different like civil issues or different things.
No,
right?
I got you, and I get it. Everyone needs. They need money. I get it. I'm not saying I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying I wouldn't give because I gave today to an organization. Actually, I give a lot.
What was that? Like, I'm just curious.
Well, I do it all the time.
But like, what was the cause?
That was a JT question.
Well,
what organization?
What's your routing number?
Even on the way even on the way here. Matter of fact, I don't even talk about the organization, but on the way here.
But no, what was the? I'm like, what was the cause?
But I'm saying, I'm trying to give it like so perspective wise. If I see somebody who needs money, I tend to not give money. But like if I'm at a gas station, like right here, when I got my candy and my what's called it, right?
Yeah.
I went outside. Lady said, "You got some money to spare?" I did, but I was like, "Nah." But do you want something to drink or some chips?
Okay.
Right. Okay. And I bought her some chips and a drink. To me, that solves that problem.
So here's what's interesting, because you want to get to where the money's going, and the thing is that coming from being poor, I don't give a fuck where the money's going.
But that's you.
Here's why. Here's why. And this is off of my biblical beliefs.
Okay.
Is that I shouldn't be giving $1 out of my hand until I really can truly not give a fuck about where that money, where that money is going.
No,
because obviously, if somebody needs money, I said it already once. If somebody is asking you for money and my money's going somewhere, if it's going somewhere, I know that they needed it more than I did. Period. It doesn't matter what it was for, what they needed it for. You could have needed that shit, bum. You could have needed that shit for crack, and I understand.
Wow. Well, I think I think it's two separate perspectives. Because for me,
I really understand.
I move off of. I have like an instinct where I'm like, I feel like God tells me at all times. Like it's almost like, well, I don't know what that show is, but like, get this person $5. And you're like, damn, like, all right, cool. I'm just do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like for me, I have a.
Hold on. But is there a time that you are like, the guy's like, don't get this nigga?
No, there's not a.
This nigga.
You know what's interesting? I just have to pause you right there because this is monumental. The fact that "damn" came out of your mouth, means you never wanted to you don't have given your heart. If God told me to give somebody something, you're not forgiving.
Okay, wait, brother, you're going
would never come out of my mouth.
Listen, you're going too deep. I guess what I'm trying to say is. I probably out of this room. I'm not going to compare myself to anybody. I give a lot. I give more than I even have. A lot of times, I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver.
Time, effort, money.
Right. But I will say the human in me is always like I want to keep my $20. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that I don't. But regardless of what I want to do, I feel good about giving. It doesn't negate the fact. My damn was like, damn, I could have used this for something else. But you don't have to be like you don't have to get to the level of.
I can't wait.
It's nothing to where it's
so like. You think you'll never be at a point where like?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like that. Sometimes I do like. I want to keep. I kind of want to have my money.
Of course. So Courtney.
It's just real life.
I think that you boiled that down to like being as polar as it is, but on the wrong side of polar. So, yeah, it should be. There should be a point in your life where it should not like.
You want to keep your money.
Yeah, where keeping my money is. The amount that somebody's asking for is a drop in the bucket to me, right? Yeah. So if you look at the world and how you suppose it, like if we're all okay, depending on how you feel about capitalism, the idea here is to get rich, right?
To get more money, to
have more money than you have now.
Yeah,
right?
Of course. I mean, that's my.
And anytime I think about more money than I have now, I consider that.
I want to be more than comfortable.
Okay.
Okay,
it's abundant.
That's a subjective term
to live abundantly.
Yeah.
If the idea is to live abundantly, that means that there's more than enough money to where having to give some of it away does not sacrifice the abundance that I've received in this world.
Yeah.
So when I look at the opportunity to give, and I do feel like maybe I should keep my $20 in my pocket. That's what decides whether I give or not.
And I understand that, but I think when it comes to a certain point, Bradley, it comes to a certain point where I get what you're saying, and I'm very biblical, and God does. I believe in being a cheerful giver. I get all that.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing that I've learned, being an overgiver, anybody you ask about me, I'm an overgiver. What I've learned is there's no shame, and there's no shame in understanding that there's a lot of value in the work that I put in to get my dollar. So being to the point where every time I give is unconditional, but even when I appreciate what I have. And when it comes to someone just being like, when I know for a fact this money's going towards drugs, or when I know for a fact I've seen this person asking with a sign up like, I need more like money for beer, something like that. Yeah. To me, there's nothing in me that's telling me, even though that person has less than me, I automatically should. There's not that. To me, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm not saying. Okay, so if we want to specifically talk about the example that you gave,
and let's wrap this up.
Okay, because I just totally differ on that in that way, because I know that the plight is past what the money is going to. Because really, I mean, in a world you shouldn't have to pay for anything, right? In my mind. In a perfect world, you wouldn't have to pay for shit,
Just
right?
getting real.
That's not a perfect world.
Real.
That's not a perfect world.
No, if nobody had to pay for anything, nobody would be
right.
Nobody would work. Nobody. We wouldn't. You wouldn't have the clothes that you have on your body.
Society would
I think people know.
So it's like
that's because you think
it's a larger.
Okay, let me interject.
There's something in work ethic, but
so I do want to side a little bit with Courtney on this when he brought up the biblical piece, right? I think depending on how rooted you are in Christianity and just spirituality, that will determine how you're going to execute and initiate your giving and your tithing, right? And then
those are two different things.
I mean, if they're Christian,
right, exactly, and that's
Christianity and spirituality are two very different things.
You gotta learn how to stop interrupting people, bro. And then two, with Courtney,
that's a point. Right. Spirituality and Christianity are two different things.
Okay, right.
That's an addition to the point.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
That's not an interruption, my brother.
I think that's what he's coming from, and I think what you're speaking.
I was actually saying cheerful giving was that was my point. Was that who cares? It's right. Cheerful giving is giving without regard to where that money's going, because capitalism is not
abuse it or not.
But I think that
they're not one and the same.
But I think
for me to spare a dollar would be in the mind of capitalism, because I want to keep my wealth.
But I think that
cheerful
his
giving is giving regardless
of the wealth.
His Christianity background, and what's I guess we can all kind of agree in a line on saying that somewhat dictates and determines how he's going to move in life, right? Mm-hmm. That Christianity perspective ties into how he's going to formulate. If I'm going to give you $1, I'm going to determine how you're going to use that dollar, right?
Well, wait. No, so I don't want to.
I'm speaking for people.
All I'm saying, so when I do give, it's unconditional. I don't care. Typically what I'm saying is I agree with you to the fact I give to not care what you do with it. We agree on that.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is we're on two different levels, because you're kind of like, I'm giving no matter what. It just makes maybe okay. I'm sorry. Let me speak for myself. Then you're right. Just like you said. Let me speak for myself.
I think you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, God, I in my spiritual walk, something's in me. When it's time to give, I give.
Yeah.
Something tells me it's time. It feels good. I know it's time. And then when it's not time, I know it's not. I don't feel it.
But let's go back to that lady example that you said. You said, I don't have $5 to give you, but I can go and buy you a bag of chips and a drink.
Because
that $5.
No, because God put this is what happened. The lady asked me, said, "You got some money to spare?" I said, "No, ma'am." I walked in. I have money in my pocket.
Yeah.
God put it on my heart. Said, "No, go back and ask her what." He said, "Go back and ask her what she wants from the spot."
Okay, nigga, you didn't say that before. All right,
no, he did.
I literally just said that's exactly what I said.
Question. This is the question I'm trying to get off. I've been polite the whole time, but in that moment, right? God put it on your heart to go ask her what you need at this store. What if she needs shit at this store? What if she needs something from down the street? She needs some panties or like
Crenat.
That's right. Listen,
she needed the
but this is the thing, though. This is the thing. I've never been in a situation where God has asked me to ask her for something from the store when she was like, "No, I don't need this. I need something from over there." Like, to me, it's all intertwined already.
She said that
if you know that why she's asking for $1 for chips and a drink is related because she spent her money on crack. What's the difference? Because if it's all going to the same pot,
it's not. What's on my heart is to ask this woman what she wants from the store. If she told me I don't want nothing from the store, baby, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm walking in.
That's
I don't care what else you want. Like that's not my. It's not on me.
Now
you know what I'm saying?
So like I said,
but you said that God told you to go and ask her what she wants. He didn't say
no from the store.
If it's this, huh?
He said, "Ask her what you want from the store."
All right.
Like I'm not asking this lady, man, what do you want? What do you want in this world? I'm not gonna drive up the street and get her something. Like, but it's not making any sense.
We need the voice of God on here,
right?
See,
God sending the thunderstrikes. That's y'all niggas stop speaking for me.
Courtney, if anything, that kind of proves, even though we fucking with you, that kind of proves that, again, if you feel that you need to give, there shouldn't be any. I feel like you still put conditions on it.
There's no condition.
Right.
The condition is if the thing is, look, this is the issue. The way I work spiritually, and if somebody can say that ain't God talking to you. For me, if I'm hearing, if something's in my soul saying literally, go ask the lady what she wants from the store.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever everyone else is saying or whatever happens, I'm gonna do that. If it's right or wrong, if it's gonna make me broke or whatever, if she wanted 10 things, I swear to God, I would have got all 10 of those things. If it cost $30, I want this, and that. If she started rambling, in my head, I'll be like, you know what? God must be making, like, it must be something that this lady is all this.
Then let me throw a curveball. What if the cashier had was slinging dope, and she was like, "I need some of that white from the cashier."
Bro, come on,
baby.
let's be real, bro.
That's in the store.
Let's be honest, bro.
That's in the store.
Actually not.
Let's be honest.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's not real life.
When I used to stay, used to sell.
It's not inaccurate, right?
That's
Hold on, what'd you say? Somebody's selling white.
He said that. He said God told. Wait, listen, D.
I'm listening.
He said God told him to ask that lady what she needs from inside the store.
Yeah.
And if it's the cashier, he's in the store. He's
selling
slinging dope.
Okay.
And then she said, "I need that white from him
in this store."
Are you gonna go get it?
I'm not gonna answer that. That's silly, bro.
I'm thinking about kickbacks. Like, okay, if you know that there's a resident bum outside your gas station, and you a crack dealer. And you know that people only pay her in chips and drinks. Like, you know, Courtney comes up and they only buy. Okay, well, instead of ringing her, put that money towards what I need from you. That's very possible.
Listen, once again, we're this is becoming comedy because I'm going speculation. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Regardless if she takes them chips and crushes them hoes up and throws them, great. I'm done with my heart.
Control the narrative.
I'm not controlling shit. She can do whatever she wants. I'm moving on.
You didn't answer the question.
I did answer the question. The question is answered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not buying no crack nobody's going to ask me for crack at a gas station.
Then I didn't agree with that part.
Like,
I'm saying like kickback.
Come on now, like
no, I ain't gonna lie. I've never had that happen, but I have had the same. And be honest, y'all, and we'll end with this. God damn it. We've all been in a position. I'm curious about you. Well, no, I ain't. I know his perspective. I'm curious about you, honestly, more so, because I'm sure he lies somewhere in the middle. We've been the quietest. You're at a gas station. Mm-hmm. It's the same woman.
I say no.
I ain't gonna lie. She got a nappy weave, or she's a Latina, also with a nappy head. Mm-hmm. And nappy is beautiful, by the way. And they're there, but she appears to. No, it's not all the time at all. And this is probably one of those times. But I gotta celebrate our queens, right? Mm-hmm. She looks like she hasn't bathed maybe in a day or two, right? Mm-hmm. And she's in some sort of bigger vehicle, a van or some bust down type joint, right? And there may be one or two babies or kids with her, and or her sister.
Wrap up the scenario.
This is it. That's the end of it, right?
Okay.
And they're asking you for gas to get across town because XYZ. We've all had this. That's why this nigga's like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. What do you do? I know you probably like, what you gonna do with the money? Mm-hmm. But then that's like,
I'm not, terrible. Bro. If
you're gonna give unconditionally to these motherfuckers who gonna just take that shit to go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If
Courtney,
so, this is why I'm telling you that you'll never lie.
Do we all agree?
Y'all never let me get to it.
Are you never letting your beliefs on Courtney though?
No, I'm not. Because I'm about to connect with you.
Okay.
I ain't always got it to give. So if I have the inkling that I need to keep my $20 in my pocket, you damn fucking Skippy, I'm keeping that shit, and I might pump more gas in front of their face.
That's terrible, actually.
But if, like you said, I too get a spiritual notification to give when it is time to give, and then when that happens, it is purely cheerful. Mm-hmm. No, I promise you.
But wait.
I promise you. So I understand that feeling too. But I really do not give something because I ain't never been in a place where I feel like I can really sacrifice it when they're asking.
Therein lies
Ask
my
me in the
quandary.
club
Therein lies my question.
when
Like,
I'm drunk.
You
Ask
and
me.
you have been like very consistently been talking about giving $20 bills around this
Okay.
motherfucker. Like y'all when you
because they
give
don't
from the
break
Lord, you
change.
feel like 20s is what you usually
They're,
give to people.
they're Pisces.
No, I give them what they ask for.
What are you saying?
Unless
What are you suggesting? Or what are you saying?
That these two
So
are
both of
mutual.
you keep, and we can run
$20
it
bills.
back. But he just said, if it's on my heart to give, I'm gonna give that 20. And you're like, yeah, if God tell me I'm gonna give the 20. Like, what is it about this? Y'all giving denominations of 20 to these people?
Because they don't break down their bills. They're lazy.
No, Brad.
They are
That's,
lazy.
that's a blessing. Like a
Lazy?
That's really a blessing, bro.
Actually, I'm a dead this.
Y'all do not break. You don't break
Y'all
down
blessing,
bills.
like, because I'll be honest, I can use some gas. I got a baby on the way. 20.
Hey,
Y'all
Let me
busting out
ask you a
20. Y'all busting out
question. Let me ask you a
20.
question. When's the last time you had a Hold on, D. Hold on.
You're about to get to where I'm about to dead it.
You about to
Here's
get
how we
that
getting out of all this shit. I ain't never got no cash on me anyway, bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not giving that shit.
No, but I can we'll revive that shit. It ain't dead at all. It is not dead. You know why?
This nigga-
No. I had a person experiencing homelessness. Is how you refer to that shit. I had a person experiencing homelessness tell me, I said, I got no cash. You know, I'm sorry, brother. It don't matter.
He's
I
like,
got
I
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. And the nigga, he gave me his QR. I'm like,
the moment
there's
that-
no excuse.
The moment a bum presents me a phone to put
Yeah,
in
don't say bum.
their
Who paying
cash
that bill?
app, yeah, I will pay that cash app. Surprise me like that, I'm paying.
Yeah,
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Look,
All right, Blueface.
at this point,
You got it. It's yours.
I think it's safe to say that we've seen way too many TV shows to be at the point where we're just freely giving out money to bums because anybody can be an op at this
Bum
point
is a-
and try to stick
right
you up.
term.
Right. I done watched too many
saying that. That's
Snowfall
actually
episodes, too many Narcos episodes, Ozark, all that bullshit, right?
Hey, y'all want to know something crazy though?
What, please?
I've never shared this. It's gonna be real quick.
I'm nervous.
I was at a CVS, and this is kind of why I feel like weird. I was at CVS. I walked in, similar situation.
Yeah.
Dude was outside, and he was just looking, and he ain't say nothing. I was like, damn, he must be like down bad. I was like, hey man, you want something? You good? He was like, yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, it was hot too. He's like, if you can give me some chips and a drink, I'll be straight. I was like, all right, cool. What kind of chips you want? Right? Got him some Cheetos and a Sprite or something like that. Walked out, gave it to him on the left. I was like, here you go, bro. Gave him the bag. I took my stuff out the bag. Gave him the bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, have a good day, whatever. Walk to the right. And then something in me was just like, I look back, gone.
Stop.
Swear to God. Like gone, and then to the point. And listen. This is I never told anybody this. I walked in. This was the CVS. You have to walk up. He had either the only way he could have been gone is if he had like hopped into somebody else's car because it was real long to get to the other side of CVS and the back. So I immediately walked that way. I walked. I was like, I'm looking. All right. So he didn't go anywhere this way. So he had to go back on the back of CVS.
And how did you get?
I was so nervous that I like jogged a little bit. I even looked stupid doing it, but I did it. Gone.
Those are
Gone.
How many times is it something like that happen? That's like an old black superstition. They call them angels.
Yeah.
We
I-
call them angels. That's crazy. Yeah. That's what I'm
I
going
believe in that shit.
Hey, situational.
I have never told nobody this ever in my life.
Situational awareness is a motherfucker, bro. Not a motherfucker. It's a great asset.
A
attribute.
Asian motherfucker around it.
No.
It's an angel.
That's one attribute that like enhanced when I was in the military, right? And,
Well, yeah, you was at war
I
in
had the
Kuwait,
opportunity-
so that's a different thing.
Yeah.
You have to. If
we're
you
not gonna
are not on your
speak-
P's and Q's, you explode, nigga. You gotta. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord, God bless you.
It's good to have situational awareness.
I got rich friends.
People like if there's any moral to this point of the episode.
What is
it's
it? What's the takeaway from all this, fellas? What is that? Give
be
unconditional.
generous, but be
thine
smart
heart.
about it. And be conscious and stand 10 toes steadfast in.
He was waiting for the rap around the corner.
What? That wasn't right.
So he heard you, and he was like, and then you kept going. He's like, okay, all right.
Just
That's why
just
podcasts
stand.
have to be recorded.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
stay steadfast in how you give.
Heart.
All right, debrief of the week. And
Damn.
Damn, we ain't.
I'm okay with that. I like how all the icebreakers in the show end up making the show.
yeah,
I feel like we
right.
It's
Exactly.
actually,
we kinda
it's
did
actually a
that.
show format. That's what happened last week.
People that listen to podcasts are used to 2+ hour episodes. Simple as that.
Make eye statements because I'll be honest. I listen to podcasts. There's some people I'll get that much time and some I won't. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, here's a strong.
Even when I do, I give it in doses.
But do you not think that the podcast is valuable enough
theory.
and entertaining enough to get
us
for people to give us their 2 hours of the day or a week? Or
here's
however,
a strong
because you don't have to listen to podcasts you know what? We're not about to go.
I was trying to think of the question. This is a very like meta discussion.
My thing is,
forced to look at self
you
from
just remember that we
perspective.
are delivering a service to people, and we're an authentic service. We're giving them our perspective on topics, news, and shit, and our personal lives too.
You know what?
We choose
actually,
to deliver
this is actually a common podcast, like inter-podcast organizational developments issue.
Oh shit!
Because having sat on another one, this was our main argument
discussion.
Yeah, we butted heads bad about how long it should be. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I am very much so on the side of talking till you talk. They're gonna cut it off anyway when they're ready to cut it off.
Exactly. Right.
But
It's not like it's.
And then if we give the description, if we give
all this could likely be cut out. But here's my only like point of contention on that like kind of theoretical, lane is that I agree, and I love organic dialogue.
We know you do.
Right? I can talk we can talk all day and night. Just
you wanted to be
give me a
concise.
break. But sometimes, and this is coming from a person who can, you know what I mean? Like we
ramble and talk.
You can talk.
Right.
There is a point in time where you can talk too much. I'm gonna let him have it because listen, he's an asshole, but he's not right. I mean, he's not wrong. Earlier, what did we say? I don't know who I was talking to. I was like, I cut that shit short. No, you one of y'all.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked the question, I was like. Or you asked me a question and I answered the question more directly because I was like, you don't even know all that extra context.
Yeah.
I love context. I love giving you the why, but you don't always need that. Not everybody needs that. So that's my point.
So
sometimes you need to.
So that's why it's important to understand the objective of the podcast.
Clarity, clear as kind. I agree.
If we were actually trying to, give somebody a lesson about something, of course, there's a learning objective.
Be succinct.
Ask somebody's time to get some type of learning out of it, right?
Yeah.
So whereas this is a social podcast.
Right.
With
a little learning.
There are no limits on how much socialness you can take in, and if there are, people will cut it off when it's time when they've had enough of it anyway.
So I guess that's my point. Like therein lies the beauty of that alignment with those two different types of.
Right. And
for
the
me,
news part keeps us.
I do think that there is a bandwidth and or a threshold by which, even in the social context, there's more. Just like we were talking about THC intake. There's only so much you can take in, and then it's like. Now we just talking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I said Bradley. Dino, but people always come back to podcasts too. Like, and then the beautiful thing about these podcast networks and these platforms is that they pause it exactly where you left off, and then you can pick up exactly where you left off.
So what do you do when you're fast forwarding? Because we don't fast forward.
No, he listens at double speed.
So
those
to
podcasts
our
that
listeners, for context, behind the scenes, we were talking about feedback about the previous episode, and Courtney's feedback was the episode's way too long, and we were like, well, Courtney, 2+ hour length episodes are kind of common for people that listen to podcasts, avid podcast listeners.
Certain types of podcasts.
And Courtney was like, you know what, you're right, and I'm just speaking for myself because I have a short bandwidth, and I also listen to podcasts in 2 times speed. So, or just anything in 2 times speed.
That's a little wild to me.
It's really like 1.5.
He also watches stuff in 2 times speed too, because I witnessed it.
What do you mean? What stuff?
Does it sound like chipmunks?
You like fast forward, like you get to the point, or you zone out, start texting, or be on a phone call while the shit is playing on screen, and then he knows he's intellectual enough
That's
to
what they
pick up
say about you.
like the key points, the main idea of the story or the movie or the episode that's playing, and then he can say, this is what happened and this is the end result. But
crazy.
tell me about the fluff, the in between. Like
fluff.
what happened when Jessica talked to John in the bathroom? What happened in that scene? I can't tell you. I can just tell you that Jessica died at the end of the movie.
But
Like,
the fluff almost don't matter.
No, I don't do movies like that, bro. I watch a whole movie.
No, you don't.
I'm saying,
No, you don't.
You can't even speed up a movie.
name the huh?
You can't speed up a movie
I did.
You can.
unless you download it off of.
But it's not. You can't speed up in a pace where you can actually hear the dialogue and watch it. It's gonna be like 10 times, 4 times speed.
No, I see.
Fast forward that bitch.
I see what y'all are saying though. Like, yeah, I get it. I was speaking towards me because the type of stuff I listen to are more like
That makes sense.
Informational.
informational. So there are social, but I think D has a point. I agree with D. I think regardless of what, even though it's a social podcast and you can stop it and play it again,
You can love it to death.
the problem is in a certain setting, there's a certain bandwidth of social you can take, where it becomes overkill. Where it's like, all right,
Yeah, it's like,
especially when it's not
For any
like,
human being. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and two, in a week's time, in like 1 week,
Facts. Because he's a weekly.
after people like from work from 9 to 5 and then get off and have responsibilities.
Yeah.
Where are you fitting in 2 hours and X amount of time of
I'm
content?
glad that you asked that. Do you want to take a stab at it
Yes.
first? Go ahead.
So,
that's me sharing, by the way.
Courtney, like any
really for Dino.
like any market, there's white space that we can
You say
fill.
white or wide?
white space.
White
As in-
space.
okay, Caucasian?
There are outliers, and it's
I
not.
don't know.
They're
What are we talking
really
about here?
probably not outliers. If I had to do a rough guess without googling or researching at all, I would probably say that 25% of podcast audience listen to podcasts in long form because of car.
But I would say this though, but to that same statistic, you have to realize
if it's an undersaturated part of the market, it's still listenership is still possible to happen. I think maybe that's what the real question is right now. We're not really arguing about how long the podcast should be. We're arguing about how long we can get somebody to listen to us, because you're wondering where the dollar going.
no, I'm not saying that.
Like you figured the dollar.
You just made a loop back. You just loop back to the other
and it's
discussion.
like if you're cheerfully giving this podcast,
How do we? Okay.
I like how you.
All right.
then why?
But if God tells me to turn the podcast off, then I'm glad.
If God tells you to give this podcast
I'm joking.
some
I'm
chips
joking.
and a drink,
I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
No, but a lot of that too is like the a lot of those are intentional, like the snapped or like the crime or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Those are like specific, right? Meaning when you turn it on, you know you're gonna get an episode of specific content, and people that's niche. So those people are falling to that 25%.
That's the same thing with our
Let me finish. The social
I didn't
compact.
even get to start it.
I haven't finished my point. The social.
Because you interrupted.
I was talking.
I was going to talk after Bradley, and then you.
My hand was up.
Okay. No, but go
I
ahead.
also need a
Yeah, finish
notepad.
that so then we could.
I'm
done,
done,
man. I'm done.
directly.
I'm
That's
done.
unrelated.
I didn't get a chance to tie it in.
Unrelated?
Yeah, the point was unrelated.
I wasn't even finished tying it, but it's fine.
So talk about
That's all good.
Talk about
Fuck
finish
it.
your crime point. You want to fucking know?
Wow, yeah, just fuck this nigga. Hold on, this is what they just did to you.
Push these niggas off me like, push these bitches off me like,
Fuck your point.
What I wanted to let you
Let him
know
talk.
is exactly what I said last episode when I said that there was a lot of people that tuned in. We actually had a little bit over more viewership in the off season than we had during the in season. I mean, while we were in season, and that's because podcasts never die, right? It's like you can always come back to. It's not like like album and music sales where week 1 and week 2 is super critical and we got to get as much
I see what you're
viewership.
saying.
Is this going on the pod, by the way?
This is all going on the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say something.
Well, maybe not.
yeah.
Because there's been a lot of discussion about pod philosophy.
Yeah,
And
let's just,
sustainable business versus quick
And we
business.
haven't. So I think
look
it
at
is
it
a
as a
great
business.
time to engage the followership. If this would make it to the pod, what do y'all like? Tell us. You
Yeah.
know, what do you dig? I honestly, because like even Tizo's talked about making it like 2-parters. If it is 2 hours, maybe we release an hour at a time so you don't just feel overwhelmed because this is a lot. You feel me? So y'all tell us.
We could do
What
that.
do you feel? You feel me?
All right, y'all want to do debrief for the week, or
No.
y'all want to get into news? Oh, because
I
y'all
don't-
feeling
let's
like
get
it's
into
too long.
the news.
See, this
What is the news? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I like being surprised.
I'm gonna surprise y'all. All right, give me
I
my
like being
music. Give me my
surprised.
music.
That's loud as hell. It's like going on a stroll. Like
J. Cole scored 6 points in the CEBL earlier this week. How do we feel about it?
I mean,
That's dope.
yeah, good for him.
He's a rapper that's scoring in an actual professional basketball league.
I'll be honest, so could Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know y'all like this shit.
All right.
Right.
NBA
could.
Finals.
He could
Game
hoop for
3. Celtics
Hey, shout out to Celtics.
finished strong and, in my opinion, did a really good job of exposing the Warriors and
Exposing them?
Exposing what?
exposing key players
Who?
of the Warriors.
damn.
Draymond Green.
Oh, that's fun.
What they exposed about Draymond?
That he is aggressive. He can be emotional depending on the type of person that
He's always emotional.
the person that you put on him, specifically Grant Williams. And he fouled out. This is the second time he fouled out early. And
In
it was
the
detrimental.
season?
It's typical Draymond.
No, in this series.
Okay.
And then you could say, and one can argue that it was detrimental to them losing Game 3.
No. They lost the game before he fouled out.
Y'all talk about emotions in sports. That's crazy.
Draymond has always been this person.
I would say that's very
put his-
characteristic Draymond.
Bro,
I know.
Draymond, this
I
is
only
the
get to see
second
it on the
time.
Shea Room.
D, did you watch the game?
The second half of the game.
And so you had to have seen when Draymond, for the second or third time, put his legs and his ball sack on Jaylen Brown's face.
But that's how he plays.
Right, because he's trying to get underneath the skin.
It's very Draymond.
But when these niggas are playing and their game,
He's
their
silly.
game of
He's
play,
silly, yeah.
their play of game
funny. He's a funny
is actually the one that's a great offense to your intimidation factor. Come on now.
Man,
So he fouled out the game, even with Steph having 30 plus points and Klay Thompson having 25 plus, right? It still wasn't enough because everybody on the Celtics team knows their fucking role. And then his name is Robert Williams the fucking third. Courtney, what do you have to say about that?
I told that bitch stop.
I don't understand why you keep giving him so much. You giving a tag in a Robert Williams post like
He was probably the second or third reason why they won that game.
He wasn't, bro. The reason why the Celtics won was
Why?
they did not turn the ball over. One, if you go back and look at the stats,
The Celtics didn't turn the ball over?
let me finish.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not as many.
That's what you said.
You didn't. You cut me off. I'm saying the Celtics did not turn the ball over as much as the Golden State Warriors turned the ball over. So those that alone, bro, that's like a good 12, 15 point swing of just turnovers.
I think that if Draymond
It's Draymond's fault regardless. Fuck that nigga.
Right, exactly. And I think that because he could be, you can still be that aggressive defensive player, right, and still score, and on top of that, be a contributor to the overall team's
just
points.
gaslighting,
But you're not getting enough assists, you're not getting enough rebounds, you're not getting enough points because you're not in the fucking game because you keep fouling out.
But they were down by like 15 when he fouled out.
And then they came back, and then they led at one point in the third quarter, and then when the fourth quarter happened,
He didn't foul out in the second quarter, bro.
I didn't say when he fouled out. I said you said that they were down by 15, and then
When he fouled out. When he fouled out,
he didn't foul out in the second quarter.
I didn't say. Okay, I'm saying they were down. They were going to lose the game already when he fouled out. That's my point.
But had he not was on that track record to fouling out, and he was focusing on actually scoring points or being in a position to score,
That's not his. That's not his role.
What? And
He's not a scorer.
What are you saying? What to, Derry?
I wouldn't expect that from Draymond.
That's not
He's
his
like
role.
a Dennis Rodman type nigga, yo.
Okay, so
He's a facilitator.
Facts. He plays a role.
I have the true definition of that.
Andrew
Just
Wiggins.
compared to- if I gave you the true definition of facilitator, would
It wouldn't be
would it
Draymond.
match
Draymond?
No. Oh well, y'all were comparing him to Rodman.
Not Rodman. I don't know.
Well, he
no.
compared him to Rodman.
No.
Who? Like Batman?
all right.
Like Batman and Robin?
Don't want to spend too much more time on NBA Finals,
I ain't
but
say that shit on
Golden State is 6.
Rodman.
Golden State is 6.
Oh, Rodman.
Rodman.
So
Yeah,
Golden State
I
is 6.
did,
So
I
you're
did.
saying
I can't
that
explain why.
Celtics are not going to lose, or not going to win another game, like Warriors about to win 3 games straight.
Only way that does not happen is if Steph is really hurt.
Okay, so you're saying Warriors in 6. I'm saying Celtics in 6. And do you want to bet on game 4?
Damn.
Yeah.
So Warriors and
Yeah, I got Golden State.
Okay.
If Steph is healthy, if Steph is not healthy, then I mean, obviously we're not. That's not a bet.
I think that's a fake injury. I don't think that he was actually injured in that dog pile. I think that it's all cap just to kind of make headlines to lead to Game 4 because it's the fucking NBA, bro. It's
not gonna lie, I'm kind of with him.
Right.
It should be mad like WWE,
right? Script written. Come on now,
it'd be crazy. Like
you can't like who's gonna run? Who's gonna make the fucking points? Of course not, right?
Right, brother.
Yeah, I'm going with the. I'm going with the fridges.
Bradley knows his role.
The fridges
and
in the
this
19.
is why the Potnas win. All right, so 20
with the monkeys in the 6.
All right,
25.
Very good.
30. Ooh,
30?
35.
What's happening? Fucking 50, nigga, bitch.
As long as I can.
It was a mistake.
All right,
35.
35.
You play the new one.
It's 40.
All right, 35. Game
Is it
4.
40?
Celtics.
What was the?
JT?
Fuck it can't be no 35. That's some hoe ass.
I want my money at once.
The UK. In other news, the UK
35?
debuts a 4-day work week trial. 4-day work week trial. That means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. And Monday to Thursday.
I know some
working.
corporations, some
How do you feel
enterprise
about
organizations here doing that shit
Yeah, but
already.
it's very rare.
Who doesn't already work like
I was
that?
about to say most people are hybrid. Like we don't work on Fridays.
That's why they're doing
That's
that.
the unwritten rule.
For every
You just
it's not underwritten. As a matter of fact, the corporation in which I work for
There you go. Give it out.
Oh, they embrace 4 days.
has introduced something that basically says that, but doesn't say it explicitly.
Officially, yeah.
It says it's called the blank way we work.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a good way to
Yeah, you finessed that motherfucker because you
it's
like
actually
give them
almost
all
spot on. There's an acronym and everything. So, but basically, so they've reduced all calls back, all the bullshit time. So, all calls so if you were going to schedule a call from like 1 to 2, that call will start at 1:05.
Okay.
And it will end 15 minutes early.
Yeah. That's good.
So it goes from 1:05 to 40? Oh, 45. Sorry, I can't add. I don't work in
math. Yeah, I had to back 45.
Yeah, the company that I work for is really.
Additionally.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Didn't know you were done.
I don't know about y'all, but most people I've worked for have something called Summer Fridays. Y'all use Summer Fridays, right?
What's
I've never heard that shit in my life.
Summer Fridays is where nothing happens after 2 p.m. and we're just like, okay.
Oh yeah, we didn't call it that.
It's not like it's basically saying don't schedule a meeting after 2. Now, if your ass is behind from Monday through Thursday, we should have been working.
Yeah,
your ass could be late. But this is not the first time I've ever heard of Summer Fridays or worked under it. And before I had a job that did Summer Fridays, I wanted a job that had Summer Fridays.
I didn't know that.
Also, have you ever heard of like a lot of companies are doing it right now too? FTO, which is flexible time off. Which they'll put the parameters on what you can ask time off for, but it doesn't matter when you take it.
I've heard of unlimited time off, which is another novel thing to me.
It's flex time off.
Yeah,
like you can request time. It doesn't. We don't have a bank that you have to give it out. Just ask for it off. If it's
that's the most common. That's what most people are switching to.
Yeah,
unlimited
but you
time
can't
off.
take off during certain periods,
so
or certain times, seasons, or whatever. Yeah,
I know unlimited time off is initiated when you reach a certain position.
Most
or
of
tier,
it, it's like,
right?
well, see, a lot of people are doing away with the 90-day rule. A lot of
my company does that. Like when you like are at the
that's a legacy. That's a legacy corporate thing.
Associate director level, then you get unlimited PTO.
They need a change management team.
Yeah,
because we have that too.
Because I'm sure you do, especially after what happened.
Facts.
Y'all definitely have a change management team. Actually, I might need to go look at them jobs.
Shut the fuck.
Come on.
Wait, what happened? What are you talking
about? Change management.
Well, no.
No, you said especially after something happened.
That would go into detail about like who he works for.
Yeah. We can't.
Like what's going on?
Anyway,
we'll talk about it. Off.
But flex time off for the company. Now I work on PTO, but flex time or unlimited time off.
Yeah.
The last company, it was available to everybody whenever you start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a more legacy concept of like having to earn your time in this here game. You got work
You gotta get your PTO, boy. You gotta earn this money that we didn't have to earn.
No, I'll be honest. I'm gonna come at it from this perspective, where like there is no PTO bank. Like making your own schedule and having like accountability, and like when you're a natural procrastinator, you got to figure this shit out. You got to get your shit done, right? what becomes the case, and I'll be honest, at least now, and I'm trying to figure this shit out in a different way, but right now, the idea of PTO or like paternity leave and all that shit is so far fetched. You are there's you can unplug, but like you're never completely just away. Does that make sense? So like you always
that's
have
your
to.
fault.
No. It's not even about a fault. Like
It's industry specific.
I can step away for a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. Be good. My point is, there's contractors. There's different systems in place. What I'm saying is, my mind just now functions in a way where I care about my business as much as I care about my household and my family. Like it's a part of what I've built.
That's because you own your business. If you still worked at the corporation, you
hold
would
on,
make
exactly.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
JT, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you because there's a world in which somebody does have a solution for it. Same way there's a solution for a toilet in this world. There's a solution for shit like that. Okay, so most of it lies in change management industry. But the thing is, companies are trying to figure out how to. Oh my God, we're on a beach.
Yeah,
what does that sound?
I think that's Sam washing dishes. Sam, turn the water off.
Oh,
thank you.
Wow, that's amazing how that sounds in the mic versus
It sounded like a
in
beach.
real life.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It did sound like the beach.
But like
in Hawaii.
companies are basically trying to either strike the balance or look more competitive, like their company who cares about empowering you. Most HR policies,
So performative.
most HR policies are shortcuts to actually empowering workers to care about the business. Like if you had nothing but people who cared about everything they do for a living and they were actually incentivized by the things that make them tick, like owning your own business, then you would not have to worry about somebody abusing a PTO policy
Absolutely.
or only having to give out
It
so
meant
many.
something to them.
So if you can empower your workers to actually feel like
Hit the
they
ding
like the
on that,
business,
'cause
Absolutely. You asked.
then they will actually adhere to things that open up the freedom. So having a company that has flexible or unlimited time off, or having a company that understands that don't nobody want to work on a fucking Friday, or having a company that gives out 16 weeks of a paternal
That's crazy.
leave.
My company,
Paternity
and
leave.
I am
And the thing is that
I'm doing that right now.
That was a joke
in the same breath, I'm talking about limits on things still. You know what I'm saying? Like a perfect world would exist where people cared enough about the business that they felt empowered to work when it's time for them to work, because we know everybody's different.
Right. I've never had 16 straight weeks off, and this is amazing. And I'm energized to get back to work, to go and work towards this company's initiatives and goals.
Well,
right?
yeah, they can do that
like
for
I'm
you.
going to help because I feel like that you've taken care of me. This is the first time I've ever worked for a company or a different
That
entity
cares.
that actually cares. This is the
That's-
first time.
that's some
Not the fucking military, not
shit.
any of that,
That's
right?
2022
Like
shit.
and I let me
The
retract that.
military
Or let me,
ones that do not care. That's
right.
It is war.
They just
You
repealed.
here now.
Don't ask them
Let me
to
retract
last
that.
year.
Like the military has benefited me in ways post service is what I'll say, and I'm definitely reaping the benefits from that. I definitly appreciate that. So shout out to everybody that serves
Shout out
and
to the
whatnot.
military.
Throw the disclaimer out, but
I'm reaping the
yeah, the
benefits
company
as
that I work for
dependents.
now, and they know who they are.
Shout out.
I appreciate y'all, and may this marriage go as long as possible. Right?
Damn.
How do we feel about? How do we feel about? The new Apple devices and the features that have been announced.
Courtney,
Fuck
how
all
you
of them.
feel?
Fuck all of them.
I want to know how you specifically.
You can
feel.
now edit and unsend messages.
Fuck that shit.
Are we excited for that?
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm extremely excited. I'm a hooker.
That shit's so stupid, bro.
I see Ren has made her presence.
She's
This is
positive.
what gets me,
Made
yo.
her debut.
I figured this was better than letting her bark.
That's the most exciting thing about this release is the fact you can unsend and edit your messages. Now, here's what's crazy, right? That feature could have been out, right, for years on an Android device. In fact, it has. But here's what's crazy. That's not even what's crazy. What's crazy is that, like, they keep releasing the same shit and slapping a new name on it and giving it a slightly faster chip. Nigga, they just released the same M1 MacBook Pro and put the M2 in that bitch, and it's performatively the same. You're not gonna even see the performance enhancements if you do normal everyday
Because-
shit like the average consumer.
Bingo.
You're spending so much more money for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
what's
but
so
I mean,
crazy. And
at
I'm
the same
watching
time,
this consumerism like
they use
this
the
capitalism. It's like, damn,
They
man,
use the
they
stuff that
tricking
they
y'all.
would not give to us to entice us to pay for the chip that they put in stuff.
That's all it is. They making you use that touch bar niggas hate it with the M2 in it. That's all.
Listen,
It's crazy. It's like a finesse, like a mug, and y'all be clowning me for not having an iPhone. It's a jib. It's such a game, bro. I'm getting it regardless.
I was about to say, you the one that's getting the iPhone.
I literally have it coming. It's on the
You
way.
don't think that shit is happening in the Samsung Android capacity too?
They have been
fuck out of here.
They've been innovating for like the shit y'all just get is like
opinion. Courtney, how do you?
I think we've circled the block and it's time to move on.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you guys for having me today. Actually, my time here. No, I'm playing.
You gotta go.
No, I'm joking. It's a joke.
Remember, is it an hour and a half?
7 more minutes and I.
Because Courtney has a time constraint. No, this edited unsend feature.
what? No, you don't.
Just go, bro. You
No,
go.
I'm just kidding. Rest in peace to rapper Trouble.
What?
Shot and killed.
Oh yeah.
Who is this?
I'm gonna put the whole dick in her.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yo, tuna.
Trouble, like
kinda
Trouble
sounds
from the
like
West Coast?
But Chopper stop, chop.
You said
Chopper?
Chopper?
No, not
Trouble.
Chopper. His name is Trouble.
Trouble.
I know Trouble.
But he did a
Not Tremble. Trouble.
So there's a Trouble that was from like
Atlanta,
the
I
West
think.
Coast.
No.
I don't know where this nigga is from.
I think he's
but
from Atlanta.
Well,
I don't know.
he's
That's the only Trouble I know.
he made, I don't know if this song was his debut, but his most prominent song is
You said I'm gonna put the whole dick in them?
Yeah.
I
It's
forgot
to
what the name of the
Chopper
song.
beat.
It's the Chopper
But
Side
I'm gonna
beat.
put the whole dick in.
Anyways, he was shot and killed. The point that I'm trying to get at is like,
Wow,
are y'all
RIP.
noticing a trend that there's a lot of death in hip hop as of lately?
It's been the case, fam. Since
Do we
for a long
have
time.
a solution? Can we put an end to it? Or is this something that's always going to be deeply rooted in hip hop and we can't prevent it?
I have an
just
answer.
like mass shootings.
I'll yield to the floor. Who
Can I
wants
give
to go
the
first?
Can I give the least mature answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Sure. You can
In a world,
In a world where niggas is killing niggas and then they rap about it forever. How are we surprised and trying to?
what would incentivize me to fix a world where rappers are killing rappers?
You
that's
know
kind
what?
of
And I know this is going to be
sinister.
This is going to be real
sad.
I
Actually,
know,
that sucks.
I know
You're from
that I
Chicago.
shouldn't be saying this, but I'm Mr. Somebody had to say it, and I had to say it.
I don't. Did you have?
It's a lot of rappers that have like one-hit wonders or that are attached to.
I disagree.
Okay, well, what was the last
There's
prominent
still
because there's
time
rappers
rapper
like-
that
I mean,
got
even if that's
killed
the case, I mean,
besides
yeah,
Nipsey and besides
King
like
Von, but there's a bunch of people who
King Von, I don't know, not
XXX
one
and
fucking
Tatiana. There's a
song.
bunch of people who've been killed and like.
I'm clearly not identifying those individuals. I'm talking about like in the past 6 months, there have been like
Oh, but it's been like the past
CDE
16 years.
Z-list celebrities
Yeah.
that or rappers that have been killed, and
I see
they're
where you're
making
coming from.
shade room headlines and all of that.
It's not often that an A-list rapper gets killed though.
Yeah.
they're
Right,
they're a
but-
celebrity.
Right.
These
They've
rappers
got
aren't like
security.
Z-list though.
Yeah, they're not
The
Z-list.
fact that you know who they are, we wouldn't even be talking about them.
I was
You know what I'm saying?
I would argue saying that if you can call somebody Z-list, you have to know them to call them Z-list.
Facts.
Right.
But like Mo 3, when he
you know what I'm
passed,
saying?
like these are people that that are in our
Oh, right.
lexicon. That
I
we
do hear you.
listen to them, we
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this.
when they came out with the single, they were C-list, and then because they didn't come out with anything prominent after that or banging,
me to.
Yeah, that's
yeah, Rin, go
That's
get
amazing.
in. The fuck, huh? Go get in.
She was getting
Sorry
some love.
to our listeners.
love
My
that.
dog came on set.
You
and,
run this house, JT.
What is it? HPCA?
HSPVA.
Not the HSPCA. What's
The
that?
HSPCA?
What's that? The HBCUs?
Let's wrap up news with this, and let's get into our main topic.
Damn.
Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey
That
split.
I got nothing to say about
Is
that.
this a rollout, or is this a?
know.
How do we feel about this? Let's go. Panel.
I don't have any details about any of what happened between
Nobody
them,
does.
but I do know the two things I saw: that they broke up and that Steve Harvey was talking about that shit on the radio.
What did he say?
And we-
I didn't
I have
hear that.
well, I see. I don't even have that much detail, but it was in a negative light. Well, not negative. It was in a comedic
Celebratory,
light.
like-
No, it was comedic.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
He
what
was
he does for a
talking
living.
more so. This is what I got from it. He was talking more so about like how it's a great time to break up in the in the news, and I think it was like kind of like, oh girl, you just jealous that you wasn't famous till late in your life when breaking up didn't matter, and girl meaning Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Pride Month.
And plus the fact that Lori is like prominent in
Lori-
dating, like what is she famous for?
What dating?
Yeah.
That's it. Exactly.
Lori Harvey.
And dating and being Steve Harvey's
Jordan's
daughter.
She's famous for being beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Okay.
She looks like a fucking Bratz doll.
Do you know how many beautiful women exist on the planet that are daughters of celebrities that we don't hear about on that list?
Montana Fishburne.
But the reason why
The question was, what's she famous for? She's
what
famous
is she
for
famous
dating.
for? She's famous for dating.
dating.
rappers.
What is Kim Kardashian famous for?
For
She
Fucking architect.
she answered
Ray-
it.
Before that, she was Paris
Ray J.
Hilton's assistant.
She answered it to her own daughter on film. I suggest you look it up.
She what?
She was like, "Daddy is a famous rapper." They're in a van somewhere in Paris with fucking flashes coming in through
Okay.
and it's her and what's the little baby name?
North
I don't
Face,
know. Royalty Carpet, whatever. Northwest, yes, North Face. So that's
West is
terrible.
West Coast, Northwest,
That's terrible.
and Southwest.
I'm gonna have to start looking at my tweets. I feel like something's coming up, and I'm gonna have to be friends with somebody, and they'll be like, "Yo, tweets are bad."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're gonna
so
run
I'm
his
gonna say
back.
her name is Northwest. That baby's name is Northwest.
She's
Kim,
beautiful,
girl.
amazing.
So they're in a van,
Oh,
and
why
Kim,
what?
and Kim goes. Excuse me, the baby West.
You fucking up everywhere. You fucking up all your chances right now.
Northwest. Northwest goes,
was it?
Mommy, why are something along the lines? Why are all these people around, or why are you famous? And
Yeah.
she goes, well, Daddy is a famous rapper. And maybe she said
Musician.
something about fashion, right? And she's like, and Mommy,
Oh no! What did she say?
it wasn't even like it wasn't even like she was. It wasn't even like it wasn't even like she, it wasn't even like she was trying to cover up the fact that she couldn't tell her daughter that she had a sex tape that picked up her career.
Damn.
It was more like, girl, what
How
am
do
I
I
famous
say
for?
this?
But the thing is, she knows the secret sauce. She knows exactly why she's
She
famous.
knows
She's
what she
famous
did
for
to get
being
here.
famous.
Facts, yeah.
Right. That is her talent.
She's a celebrity as a celebrity.
But I feel like if she were to openly say, I'm famous for being famous, then it would confirm the issue that we have with social media and its effect on our children and all that.
And celebrity in general nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, what does it mean to even be a celebrity?
So she's smart. She's just so smart. But she did say, she's like, Mommy's famous for a lot of things.
Okay.
And she got the same face, I guess.
So y'all don't think that there's a particular reason why they broke up?
Who?
Kim and Kanye?
No. Mike and Lori.
See
Oh,
how,
Mike looks sad though.
see how D-list work?
I don't know,
Michael
man.
B. Jordan is not D-list. Though.
I'm kidding.
He's
No,
like, he's one of the-
he's fucking B. He's B right now.
He's Michael B. Jordan, but he's probably the
Speaking
closing.
of-
He's A-list, bro. He's an
He's
A-list.
young A-list for sure.
He's for sure A-list.
This is close to us. Since nobody has an opinion on that, this is close to us. We're talking about D-list, C-list, X-list celebrities over time.
Facts.
Trevante Rhodes is playing Mike Tyson in the fucking film.
No, he's not.
In the Mike Tyson film. It's fucking
I saw the
It's our
commercial.
classmate.
Which one?
Trevante Rhodes.
No, I know. I'm saying which film because
There's a Mike
It's a
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Jamie Foxx has been
That's a movie.
fucking playing.
There's
That's
a
a movie.
trailer.
But
Or maybe it's a
Rhodes is
multiple.
playing.
Show, what is this? Is this the Lifetime
it's on
version?
Prime. No, it's on Prime Video. It's on Amazon
I didn't
Prime
see it.
Video.
Because
It's
Jamie
coming
Foxx
out.
has been like with Tyson producing and
That's how
supposedly playing
bad.
him.
That's how bad I'm
in a
hating this.
film.
That's a
No.
movie. That's a movie where you're talking about
I'm
with Jamie
sick.
Foxx.
So is this a bio series? What is this?
I don't know what it
Trevante?
is, but I'm sick. Because I'm like,
We
damn.
just know that it
that's
comes
crazy.
out August 5th
Damn,
on
it's
Amazon
coming out?
Prime.
Oh,
Okay.
was that on your list already?
No, it
gotta
wasn't.
check that
How do you know that?
Because I saw the trailer today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was showing
That's crazy.
Courtney something, and I saw the trailer, and he
Well,
wasn't
shout
paying
out to
attention.
him, but I didn't know that was even happening.
Yeah.
So wow, I was waiting for the
Good
Jamie
for
joint.
him.
Where the hell is
Yeah.
that?
Wow.
Talk about making your way, right?
Man, this is why we need TJ here. He'd be having the dates and shit. He's
Exactly.
good on the dates, too.
You know, TJ has a calendat
Of
like he added me to a calendar of new shows, new when
very TJ,
NBA playoff games on, all that.
Yeah,
I literally have a calendar
we'll get
for
to
it.
that. We'll
Wow.
get to
Or
that
not.
before we do the toast. All right,
out
so y'all don't think that there's a reason why they potentially broke up? Y'all believe it's a rollout? Y'all believe that they
don't
got
care.
together to
Y'all go
for
first.
the benefit of each other's career?
I'll go first.
I think that. Well, okay, go ahead.
I don't care enough. Your
Okay.
turn.
Courtney?
That shit.
You are Michael B. Jordan, bro.
That part.
I'm not.
Yes.
I don't. I can care less about either one of them.
That's how people perceive both you and Kenji.
No, they don't.
Yeah, okay.
No, they don't.
Okay.
What
cool.
happened to Sam?
Because you don't talk to the people.
I was going to get into him, and it didn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't hear myself anymore, but my answer is.
Oh,
hey.
because hit the
Oh, my answer is, I don't know, Pride Month.
What?
I have my speculations.
Oh,
about
roll
that
out.
part, too.
Oh, okay. So they're
think
trying to
this is
they're trying to take the spotlight. Is what you're saying?
The lesbian lifestyle is a sin. No, y'all have y'all seen that video this week? I don't know what you're talking about. It's been a wild Pride Month. So the Kojic the Kojic Church had a anti-LGBT. It's an old lady up there. The lesbian lifestyle is a sin and all this. Anyway, but I think that Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, and yes, her. I don't know how I feel about them ever actually having been together.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know enough about Lori Harvey, but all I know is that she date other niggas.
I don't think they were really.
Yeah, she looks like a Bratz doll.
She's beautiful though. Bratz dolls. Listen, I banned them bitches in my house, and then they make the LOL dolls, which are the same thing but more exaggerated features.
Does your daughter?
You banned what?
I banned Bratz dolls.
No. What'd you say?
Them bitches.
Then they make LOL dolls.
Remember the last episode we had? We told
Actually, according to grammar, he wasn't calling. He wasn't calling.
No.
Put these bitches on me.
These niggas off me like.
Oh my god, that word is so annoying.
Listen, no, honestly, I was saying,
Daddy, did you
get these bitches out my face? That's terrible.
No,
No, Jewel. They're
not bitches. They're not bitches, Jewel.
Bitches out my face.
Stop. I was talking about. Listen.
Yeah, I know. It's okay, bro. Listen, we're good. You're good. You know?
If y'all listening right now, go Google LOL dog.
That's basically what he said.
No, about it because I'll take a shot today.
It's so terrible,
yes,
bro.
Can I please
listen?
have a shot?
Yes.
Fuck that shit. What's the next question?
I need an
bro?
espresso
Let's talk
shot.
some. What we talking about? Toxicity. Those dolls are toxic. Those are some toxic ass dolls. I don't give a shit.
So now we're transitioning to our topics, right? So
what time is it?
Since we're talking about relationships and breakups and stuff, one thing that we talked about to our listeners during the off season was what is the shit.
But you did a perfect shot though. I'm
fill up to the brim.
I'm actually proud of you because I don't have any on my hands right now.
Yeah,
that's impressive. That's so right to the brim. I ain't got nothing to do with none
I can't promise that's gonna happen between here and my face.
Push these niggas off me like.
I'm good, bro. I'm good, baby.
Courtney, what's up?
Nah, I'm straight.
All right. Yeah.
Are y'all entertained by each other right now?
God bless you.
How do y'all feel?
I feel.
Are we entertained by each other? Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Are we entertained by each other right now?
Are you not entertained?
I feel entertained by each other.
Yes, absolutely.
But you can totally not feel that way. Do you feel entertained?
I think Courtney is just exhausted.
Where's the tone in this?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What tone? How do you receive the question?
No. Because I'm not gonna lie. That question is mad ill if you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you taking a shot with us?
I wasn't. But
okay, maybe I should just.
So can I be honest with y'all?
Yeah.
The last shot, I only took half that bitch. I'm pussy. I don't care.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna take the rest of that mug right now.
I think I was just.
He can't cheers, but
I'm not going to.
Your cup is.
Hold on. Your cup
Run it over.
Run it over. I was about to say pour it over.
you just got fucking lime juice on the board.
No, I did, nigga. Look,
nigga.
wow, cut it out. No one saw it.
I hear something too.
It sounds like a.
That's the board.
That's the train.
No, that sounds
Cooking up.
This sounds like angels outside.
Right.
Touch and agree.
Well, cheers to
And
y'all.
a mid-episode toast. This is a first. This is a little
Mid-episode
first.
toast. Because we need it.
Mid-episode toast. We do?
Because we're about to get clean.
reach y'all.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh my god, your cup is so like the liquor must be vapor.
Gone.
Yeah.
Not present. Yeah, y'all are psychos.
No, that
So,
was
can I be
weird.
honest with you? I'll tell you this real quick interjection tomorrow. What it looks like for me, for those who are wondering,
Sorry.
I am working on a branding project that's really dope.
For Potnas or for something else?
Both, actually. I'm glad you
okay.
asked.
All right.
Y'all will see us soon.
Can you add Bradley to the main flyer, please?
What-
or
what
thumbnail?
name? Oh, yeah.
That's why he asked.
That was his end, which had nothing to do with what I
Because
was
if we're
talking
not going to do a
about.
photo shoot, then you got to find a way to come up with new material.
We got to get you in the fold.
Maybe we should run a contest on how they think.
Or you can run me a
People
headshot.
are eventually
You have
going
a
to
headshot?
catch on and then be like, "Hey, what the fuck? What like? There's 4 of y'all and there's
Who
only
is this
3 on
they?
the
Who's this people? Who's
people that reach out to me directly because they know that I'm the navigator to the ship. So of
I need
course they're going to
names. They, them.
Y'all
Shout out
don't-
to Pride.
Trust me, they wanna.
y'all do not run the social media.
Trust me,
account.
they said
This episode has so many tiebacks in it that is
It's really good.
entertaining
Right.
to each other.
So toxic.
Get your shit off before I tie this into the main topic, please.
The natural ones, natural tiebacks.
Yes.
The natural typebacks are the
What were you
best.
about to say? You about to ask Courtney something?
I was, but it
You forgot
doesn't.
it?
It's no. I remember, but it doesn't make as much sense now. We've had
Business
this
venture,
whole-
business venture.
We've taken a whole shot and everything else.
So since we're talking about Mike B and Lori Harvey and just relationships in general, and breakups, right?
Yeah.
In breakups come like reasons why like deal breakers or reasons why we didn't work, right? What is the most annoying thing about you?
Damn. Wait.
Ooh.
So you're okay. This.
What do you think is the most annoying thing about you? Not that your ex thinks, but just what do you believe? Sure, that can take in.
Real quick, can we challenge ourselves not to disagree with the person? Because these are I statements.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
like once we say it, you're saying?
Agree with that person.
I got
So
you.
no matter whether you...
How about we answer? How about the person answers and then we go around the panel?
We're never going to make it through. We're never going to make it through. I think we have to at least go through first.
What is the question? What is the question?
What is the most annoying thing about you? You answer, and then we will confirm or deny that.
How about everybody answers first, and then we confirm or deny?
Question: Are we talking specific to a relationship?
Huh?
We talking about in general or specific to a relationship?
This is specific to a relationship.
It probably shows its head in a
To
relationship.
keep it in the
regardless.
shells.
Now,
Because of the Mike B and Lori
I like
Harvey,
that. Now-
they were in a relationship, they broke up.
I don't know how we got like we
If
like,
there was a particular reason
Black
that they
Harvey,
broke up,
gossip, or something.
let's just say hypothetically, right? And play with us, audience.
I'm with you.
Like let's just say hypothetically, like Mike B was a little annoying to Lori, and she's like, I can't do with this anymore.
I think Lori was the toxic one.
Maybe, right. But
'Cause
for the sake of this episode
he was a little gay.
and the content within episode 31, let's just say,
He loves hard. Stop it.
let's just say
Pride
that
Month.
there's
loves hard.
right. Did you see that?
That's all.
Did y'all see that clip of Mike B looking sad at the Sussex
Fuck
game?
that. Y'all niggas trying to play my guy. Like that's my nigga, bro.
Yeah. All right. So,
Yeah.
Courtney, you want to go first? What is the most annoying thing about you? You answer. We're gonna all answer, and then after we all answer, we're gonna go one by one and dissect if that's true or not.
Now, can I quick interjection? Because I just want to give y'all a little context for me, right? I statements. I love this. I love the question, but I'm gonna answer it slightly different than the way it was asked.
That shot did me good, by the way, Bradley. I think I want another one.
Damn, bro.
I'm an alcoholic, so I will force you to do that. I'm not going to say no to that. Yeah.
You will indulge. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then me and Bradley.
I think you should. Honestly,
Great. Be careful about around the board.
do you not understand?
God damn it.
Bro, I have the best grip in this bitch.
He taught me how to drink.
Are you kidding me?
You do
His
have
home taught me how to drink.
Bro, cut it out.
Area 51 hands. So.
Oh,
I do.
Oh my
I almost
god!
start stacking, but that's not good. No. Check it out. So this is my thing, right? Given what you just said, my only
Just answer. You can
just answer.
I'll answer first, but I gotta give a quick caveat. When I hear that question, it's almost like, "What's your most annoying trait?" I don't know, but I can tell you what's my most like toxic trait. Like, what's probably the worst thing about me?
Y'all want to do toxic or annoying?
Is it the same
You want to
thing?
do toxic? No,
It could be the
not.
same thing.
No, it's not.
That's why I say the caveat. The way I interpret that is
Is it
like,
toxic trait
Because
not
look,
annoying?
no, because
It could be.
All right, play with me right quick.
Where is this?
What's up, baby? You need something?
with
Okay,
me.
all right, cool.
You want a shot?
You want a shot?
Oh shit,
You
she
want a shot?
can now.
You want a shot?
I see Sam drink since she's had this baby.
Sam just walked on
I
set,
need Sam
ladies and
to
gentlemen.
drink a little bit.
But we're not going to put it on camera because she's in her night clothes.
Sam,
but
can you drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can
I
drink.
need Sam to drink.
been
I'll
pumping
take a shot
all day.
I'll
She
take
ain't
a
got
shot
to pump until tomorrow morning.
because
Hey.
I haven't seen Sam drink like that.
Here, take my
All she's
shot.
drinking
and then,
is like-
and then I'll take Courtney's.
Don't the liquor go
that's-
in the?
Because my damn.
You pump it up.
You pump it out.
I'm taking your
pump it
fucking
down.
cup because you're not drinking.
You pump
Take
it
my
up.
drink.
You pump and dump.
You say you
Pump
want a
it
big
down.
one?
Okay. I thought you said you pump it up. I was like, what are you talking about? what does that mean? Pump it up. That's what he meant. No, like,
Drink breast milk. Pump it up.
have to pump it down if you time it
No,
out right.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
because it'll get out of your
She
system.
ain't
by a
got to
certain
pump
time
until
period.
tomorrow morning. So
The same goes for marijuana, but it lasts longer. That's the only problem. Touch and agree, baby. Get it in, get it in. Shouts to
And I'm-
Sam.
yeah,
Hey.
shout outs to Sam on set.
Shouts to
Yep.
Props aside.
Clink,
And
clink, clink.
to the guy who got it.
Props to
clink,
me.
clink.
Courtney,
Props
shout out to you being responsible, bro.
I live 5 minutes down the street.
This is why
and my
people
son is not
look
here
up
yet.
to you and why they like you on the pod.
Who?
They, them.
They them?
Shout out to Pride.
That one person. They them.
So, am I answering first or what?
No. I was gonna say because he wanted to differentiate
Uh-oh.
the annoying and the
But
the
that didn't-
differentiation of
that didn't
annoying
record-
and toxic.
That was on the. Which one?
Annoying is me living freaking booger tissues all over the house,
Ooh,
right?
that's
annoying.
nasty, nigga.
That's a nasty and annoying. But
that's toxic.
Toxic is
no, that's not toxic. Toxic is me being a manipulator, me telling her what to do and how I want things done around the house. But then I go about the house and doing my own shit.
Okay, JT.
Both of those.
That's toxic, and
I think this might be a turning point in your opinion about the word.
Facts.
Okay.
The word. So toxicity, I feel like where you were going was like saying like toxic is more it's more around the way, right? Like it's a character trait that you can't necessarily describe by a physical or by a behavior that you can observe. But I'm in the mic. By a behavior that you can observe. Okay. Whereas something that could be considered annoying, like you said, leaving what now?
Booger tissue all over the house.
Could be a ploy for somebody to be a toxic person.
It doesn't matter.
That's what I said. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think they're the same thing.
Fuck it, just go.
Okay, I'll
toxic
answer
or annoying.
both.
Just you identify it, and then you give your description and all that.
There's
bullshit.
two things that I don't know, I've heard, maybe observed. Who knows? One of
This is
them.
why I asked Courtney first, because I don't want Courtney to be like, you know what? It's just this and go.
Oh yeah.
Like I want.
No, I'm waiting for y'all
We
to.
gotta utilize Courtney as long as we can. Like
I'm here, guys.
he has a huh?
There's some strategy.
Your knee
involved
is
in that.
shaking.
Let's go first.
That means
No,
you're
I'm
ready
waiting
for
on
this shit to be
y'all.
done.
Listen, let him go.
Okay.
Pristine
Go.
niggas.
Go.
I'll say for me, it's easy. I mean, I annoy myself sometimes. I go front. The first one is that I've been told I'm a know-it-all, like a smart ass.
Boom.
But here's the problem: when I speak, usually when they're talking about shit, I'll be right. Like if you look at it objectively and factually, like I'll be right, bro. That's what being so annoying to me.
So that's all we gotta do is end it right there, and then yours. so
That's true.
The question was, what is the fact?
Annoying.
Is what's annoying?
What's annoying
You
about
said that part in the
I'm
first.
a know-it-all.
Yeah, you said that part in the first 5 seconds.
I knew it immediately.
All right.
Okay.
That one is one other one, but I hear the same.
What's the other one? What's the other one?
No,
This is the same shit I heard from my exes and some of my comments. That's it.
No, give me the other one.
No, it's
That's
two.
it.
I can give you we'll do one, and then if we
Just go,
I'll
brother.
give two.
No, we're not going. The next time we go around, hold on. One. I have to modify the activity.
Hey, hold on.
Come on, where?
Okay, too late.
Come on,
Too late.
God damn.
Okay, what's your second point?
Hit that button again. Hit that button. You gotta hit that button.
JT, that's not how it works.
I can't hear myself. Thank you.
Right,
Fuck.
exactly. Because that's fucking up the board.
I can't hear shit.
Y'all know what?
I got pee real bad.
Okay, hold on.
No, he has another point. Hit your second point.
Wait.
What was the other one?
I don't think there needs to be.
That's it.
The thing was to say what it was.
annoying?
Right.
Everybody go around
I'm a
quick.
smart ass. I'm a know-it-all. Boom, your turn. Go.
Cool.
Rapid
Everybody
fire,
quick,
rapid fire.
and then we'll go
Rapid
discuss
fire.
it.
All right,
yeah, facts.
Because we'll never get through it.
All right, cool. Mine is my most annoying. I don't care to listen.
Damn.
I don't care about enough.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I think I worded that weird.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Let me just
No
change.
compassion.
Let me,
All right, go ahead.
It was a mistake.
you know, you're right. That's exactly what it is. Let me tell you. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
don't second guess you, bro. You know you.
No,
Go.
I really don't.
Mine is
I know shit. No, playing. What's your turn?
mine is my way or the highway.
Okay, so non-compliance.
Shit. Controlling a little bit.
Mine is that
What's yours?
I think my main issue is that I don't know how to take a compliment.
You said that. That's
fuck
interesting.
that,
You running that back too.
Give me another
No,
one.
it's-
I need a different one.
The people didn't hear this
You said
before.
that already.
The people didn't hear this
for real.
before.
People
The
really-
people did not hear this before.
They did. We said the last episode.
Literally. Yeah.
No,
No.
That's, I'm about to say, what's your worst trait?
No, that was in the-
I care too much. I'm
that
a
was in the
perfectionist.
unreleased.
I'm too good.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, give me
people are
some
really annoyed by that. Okay, so
Give me
All right, so let's go back and
Oh shit, we going number 2 now?
circle this back. No, not number 2, but we're gonna
y'all don't want to accept
We're
my
going-
answer.
Nah, I mean,
It's not really
that's,
like-
you can speak for yourself.
No, stop. That's what you said. Okay. We're going to dissect this nigga now.
All right, all right, let's go.
So now that we've all gone around and said,
Wait, repeat what you said. What your thing was?
Mine was that I am a smart ass know-it-all.
Okay.
The problem for me, though, if we want to dissect it, let me go first. Shit, I'll say this is that objectively speaking,
You got to take his own.
fuck that.
and
Yeah,
this is-
I don't
this is
care.
the most
Here's the
annoying
problem
thing
with
about
you.
him.
The problem is with you niggas is that and you with them they them is that oftentimes you can't say I don't like to use definitives like always all the time, but oftentimes and this is real life. I'm factually right. Fact meaning, I mean, there's like false, what do you call them shits? Alternate facts and shit. Objective realities. Shit that we can all look at and agree. That is a black tripod with a camera on that bitch, right? We agree. I'd be objectively right, my nigga. Like 1 + 1 is 2. I don't give a damn if we doing quantum physics or like that's going to be the answer, right? I'm oftentimes right. And it's almost like that makes shit worse with people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a smart ass. I'm a know-it-all. That's like my toxic trait. I've gotten so much better about it.
Before they rip into you.
That's a real thing.
Before they rip into you.
Go ahead.
I want to say that.
Because I'm going to rip.
Before they rip into you, I just want to say that I touch and agree with you.
I can see that.
I picked the trait that I'd rather work on. For mine, the one that people probably would say is that I'm gonna fucking know it all too.
Ass, yeah.
But I've actively tried to work on that my entire life. Like I've been called a know-it-all since I was in kindergarten.
Yeah,
I can't help I know something you don't.
I've been called a smart ass since I was a child, fam. Like by my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like smart ass.
You know what? You remind me of my brother too. So like
Google,
the thing is though, like
it was wrong.
Way before. You know what I'm saying?
Most
the name dictionary.
Most smart people like have this trait. Like most people who are intelligent, because what I've noticed you do sometimes, bro. You could be dead wrong. Yeah. But but what you'll do is, and I think this goes with you like talking a lot, is literally over explain or maybe explain things to a way where there is a definite. You explain everything to show the black tripod how that relates to the situation. So there is factual. Yeah, there's facts in the situation. Yeah. But with everything you said, you could just smash all the shit down and be like, bro, but you're wrong. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, my brother does that, and it's like, and sometimes you could be right to a certain extent. Yeah. But maybe that's not what the original point, that's not what we were talking about. Like, you maneuver the conversation into like, what you're talking about, and I don't have the patience to go back and forth. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
And that's part. I don't even have to say shit because he just let you know. The twins always let you know. No, and all of our friends that get in this strong ass.
Not this is an Your mother told me about it. As a matter of fact,
hey, for the record, you never have really done this to me.
What?
Me neither.
Like, to me, or why? Stop.
Never have done what?
You've never done this to us, but this is just an observation.
Yeah.
Bingo, right?
But here's the thing:
women feel this way towards you.
No. Because that's
my.
No, I'll be honest. You said something really good earlier.
With this because
all right, you go next.
Let me just say this, and you end.
No, you don't get to. This is us.
You can end your own point. It's about
everyone says something about me.
We didn't say it.
No, it's about you, so you get to end it.
That's
yeah. So let me go before you end it.
You get to end it.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Everybody time out. Everybody time out.
That's good. I like that.
I'm gonna open up for you. Thank you. You're good for that. So I'm gonna open up for you.
That's our shit.
So earlier when I said that I agreed that might have been my second choice, it's probably the first one.
Totally see that.
You had said something about the fact that kind of lost my thought. But listen. Hold on.
Time is pivotal.
I remember now. I remember now.
You want to go?
That one of the ways I said that it's something that I constantly work against. Facts. Looking like a know-it-all.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
And what I've done is look at the root cause, which you called that's not the original argument. And you know how many times? So like before, I was just like Darian, right? It's like, oh yeah, I might be right. Like, yeah, you're wrong about you thinking I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I looked at all I did was in an argument, I let my natural forces work in the argument, and all I did was kept what the original argument was
in mind
the entire time. And then every time I brought the original argument back up, people were like, no, that's not what we're talking about. I promise to God, niggas talk in circles all day long.
I have it recorded.
And that's enough for me. Even if I walk away from a conversation and they're like, yeah, that nigga was wrong. I'm like, no, that wasn't even the original argument. I love
that's
how you think you won.
About. But here,
because really, I'm out to
that
win
happens so
anyway.
often, fam. That happens very often. And here's one good thing about me. I'll be honest. And we don't oftentimes toot our own horn unless
You're
you're
supposed to wait until everybody went.
Everybody went.
Everybody went.
I didn't get to go.
Oh,
no, you did.
You literally said the most. But go ahead. What do you have to say? That's more.
Genuinely, I thought you did.
No, you're right. I forgot.
You said quite a bit.
Okay. You forgot? Damn.
Wow, we good?
Push these niggas off me like. Push these.
You're right, bro.
I love that
Let me
sound.
get another shot.
Ooh, another one? You can take that alone.
Yeah, no, y'all.
You said you were alcoholic, though.
am
Listen, we're
alcoholic.
going to listen back to see when we
But I
were
know
the
my-
most
well, I
inebriated.
don't know.
Luckily, I keep it reserved.
I put a bow on it with this, fam.
All right, go
when
ahead.
it comes to this toxic, I'm gonna call it toxic intellectualism, because that's what it is. At the end of the day, listen. You cannot be mad at me because I'm smart, my nigga, and because I'm good at. I'm good at using your words against you, fam. Like, y'all niggas be saying stupid ass shit. I'm not gonna front. Y'all niggas be dumb. Be out here like, I ain't gonna front. And this is probably the tequila talking.
Especially when we look at the original argument.
We start off on one like topic, on one thing, right? And then we oftentimes end on this vast spectrum. And when, like Bradley said, when I bring it home, the only problem that I have with people
not being able to bring it home.
When people, I'm gonna give it to you.
Cheers.
Yeah, y'all.
Nigga, don't bring it home.
God bless y'all.
Bring it home.
Can you move the bottle to make sure that the product placement
Branding.
is in place?
Y'all see that? Potnas podcast.
Oh yeah,
Puerto Rican.
Rock on.
No.
And I'm gonna close it out with this. And I want to know. Were you next? I'm gonna close it out with this. Based on what you guys say, I do agree that y'all supposed to been took that shot.
Shut up.
What y'all waiting for me to?
That's not
Can
the
you
original
finish your
argument.
fucking point? We're ready to move to Courtney.
No, take your shot. Stop being a hoe ass nigga. He trying to procrastinate and shit. Good job. So I'm gonna pass it off to Courtney with this. With me, the only problem that I have, and this is, I don't, like, we're talking about this. Both of y'all said something that's like, oh, you don't do it with me, you don't do it with me, but you do it. The reason I don't do it with you, bro, because I've been working on this shit since I was like 17, 18 years old. This is old news. Like, I just know from exes, from family, from different people. I've heard that about me. I had one of my exes say, and I'm gonna close with this, because it's like, what? I had somebody tell me, damn, you make me feel stupid. So
was it a woman that said that?
Yeah, she was stupid.
Bingo.
But
Then
she said,
that's my number one point.
said, you make me feel stupid. So
Talk to me after the show.
It's women.
it was crazy. No, it's not women. It's not women.
No, it's not.
That's my
It's people.
That's
No.
my feedback to you.
It's also niggas.
No, it's not women.
And
Because
that
like,
is
I
a
have the
weird
most amazing
thing.
partner
I
now.
never-
My
if
wife
a
is
nigga-
amazing. She would still call me a smart ass.
Bro. And that's their way of boiling down how they feel.
About themselves.
Right.
That's
But
in your
it's not,
circle.
it has nothing to do.
That's in your cipher. In my cipher, it's nothing but women that complain about him.
Wait, but who
It's
claims
No,
that?
that's something else though. That's not what we were saying.
That has nothing to do with-
But I'm saying,
I'll talk to you offline.
I'm talking about in a relationship. Like,
you learn something new. Like, what the fuck?
Right. If a relationship fails,
What are you talking about?
that is so.
JT, like, that's what Sam always talks about.
That's it. No, don't
Everybody.
Clearly, that's the only like.
Time out.
No, anybody can go, but I just wanted to
Truth coming up.
Go ahead.
bring ourselves back
Sam
to
said that shit about these last week.
one person.
We do need to close up.
We're doing a good job. I will say that
said we're doing a good job.
where that came from was hilarious. What he was saying
What you
was
trying to
that
say?
like if there was a failed relationship, they'd be like, it's because you're a smart ass, or
Yeah.
because you make me feel dumb.
You made
or
me
whatever.
feel dumb. That's what she told me. I was
And,
like, what the fuck I'm
and
supposed to do
that's
with that?
that's
You
so
idiot.
offensive at the same time as it is like, what, oh my god, I'm a superhero.
Is
You
it
don't
a
even
problem
like
though?
me?
Because she was a dummy.
Yeah, you okay? Now sometimes they are dummies.
No, she was.
But sometimes we do our best.
Stupid as fuck.
As intelligent people, we do our
Elitist
best.
much?
We do our best to get
Elitist
the.
much?
I mean, I would like. I don't know.
How much?
Go ahead.
What she just said.
She was stupid. No,
you
not.
said
She
she's
said
stupid.
elitist.
Elitist,
No,
bro.
elitist. No, she was a moron. It has nothing to do with being
I
elite.
feel like that's-
I know some elite, like niggas who make hella money who are on
But
the top
they-
rung of society who are idiots.
Okay, let Bradley finish
So
his point, please.
I love how you mix us up like our grandma. You know how grandmas always mix your siblings up with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't say that, Grandma.
I mean, Courtney.
I mean, there,
Randy, baby, Krista.
I apologize. I keep interrupting.
No,
your-
I actually love that. Like, just enjoy it.
To kill a mockingbird.
I was gonna say, fuck,
When the
that
people
always
are
blows me.
idiots. No, they were like the person who told me you make me
Yeah,
feel stupid.
yeah.
She was stupid.
They're all like synonymous. The feeling boils back down to like, you're making me feel like I'm not as good as I think I am.
It's a self thing, right?
And
It's like,
the other person's making you feel that way?
No, they themselves. It's more
So
of a it's a projection.
It's three statements, and I know you've probably heard them because you gave one that was very specific, which is
Facts.
you make me feel dumb. You know how many niggas I've talked to that think that I am like somehow above them because just simply I've proven a point.
I have been called a fancy monkey because I went to UT.
Or shit like
fancy
that.
monkey.
Like all those things come to like you're coming to a relationship or you come into this situation
This supposition.
where there's supposed to be a winner here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just thought you was an idiot, and I'm cool with it because I'm in your face.
I think that's black culture.
I'm in your face. And think about how many women you done been with because they pussy good, and they feel dumb, but they don't know how to express it to you,
They didn't feel like they belonged.
or they don't feel like they belong,
and
or
they
they feel
refuse
less
to
than
say
them.
that they're dumb or
Yeah.
that
And it's like-
They don't know they dumb too. Sometimes.
And it's
Right.
like, I don't necessarily mean that, but
Right.
it's more
Nah, fuck
rise
that.
to it because
I
you know,
bet some
prime
dummies.
because a nigga don't never
to wrap it up.
A nigga don't never want to feel
wrap it
less
up,
than a
shout out to
nigga.
all my dumb exes.
That is
No,
hard.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Unless they want to do all that submitting.
You know what I will say in conclusion? Though?
We gotta wrap
Every
it. We
ex
gotta
of
wrap
mine,
it.
Wrap it up.
like all my toxic, all that shit. Everybody that I've had experiences with, everybody who's passed across has been there for a reason, and they've taught me a lot about myself and all that like smart ass shit. The reason y'all haven't experienced a whole ton of that, especially in recent history, is because it's something I've had to work on. And it's something I've been very deliberate about. Because you can know something be completely right, but it's not even worth like fighting that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not worth the time or the effort. It's much better to let this rock, let them emote perhaps, and get this shit on with it. Like it's not everything has to be a debate. You don't have to always be right. So somebody earlier said it's a win or lose. It's not always about winning or losing. And I had to learn that. I ain't gonna lie.
I know that's my
I was on
toxic
some
shit.
real J-Rock win type shit, and like it's not always about that. So,
Okay, Courtney, your most you said your most annoying toxic trait was that you check it. What was it again?
Oh, he said
Remind us.
No,
doesn't care.
I feel like I
don't
can wrap
care.
it up
You don't
better.
give a shit.
I care more about I have passions for things other than like people complaining.
like fuck them.
So like I don't take complaints well.
Wait, wait, hold on.
I feel like you changed that already. I couldn't even let you finish that.
No, 'cause I originally said I don't care.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
That's more accurate.
Yes,
No,
yes.
that's
I
but
know
that's what
that-
I'm
no,
saying.
Let's leave it at that.
No,
Let's leave it at
I
that.
think you should leave it
try
at
to clean it up, and it made a lot less
He's
sense.
trying to clean it up.
No, hey, okay.
You're not passionate about things that you don't care about.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I said. I said I'm not passionate about.
Now, I would say that doesn't have nothing to do with like your toxicity or your annoyance.
No.
But that is
Let me say what-
that is something that you do often. You change the narrative.
It colors your.
Yo, let me just say what I was trying to say. Y'all not like
Before
y'all are cutting me.
because if we
Before
did
you
explain,
explain,
But don't dig deep into the first part. Let me just say this real quick. It's like 2 sentences.
You're about to change it.
I'm
That's why
not.
letting you
I'm
do it.
not.
Here's why.
Let me just say this real quick.
I think everybody should have a chance to
because
observe.
we didn't give D to the chance to.
D
say
had
it.
time to explain himself.
No, at the end.
Wait.
All right, go ahead. Just go.
Right.
Just go.
Courtney,
Just go.
Courtney, that's why. That's why I caught you before you had an opportunity to reword it.
Okay, go ahead. Just go.
Because when JT said, I don't remember what you said. I quoted you, bitch. And then you try to change it right away. So I remembered. I want everybody to have an opportunity to react to actually what you said the
Okay,
first
cool. Go
time.
ahead.
Okay. Right.
Because we don't want you crafting your character.
I don't-
And what's important.
I don't care. Look at that.
See?
Fuck you, niggas.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's more of an interesting topic to talk about than what you was about to come up with.
No, it wasn't. I was gonna offer you some, but go ahead. Just go. I'm not gonna say anything. Just go.
Based off of you saying you don't care, and Darian saying it right afterwards and saying that it's about anything. That could be the original question was what annoying? Like what's your annoying trait?
Yeah.
So now try to explain your way around it.
I'm not explaining my way out.
Yes,
of it.
you was.
I'll let y'all go.
No.
All I was saying was
No.
Oh, okay.
He's supposed to go after we chime in.
Agree
when I
or
say
disagree?
when I said
agree.
when I said
You
I don't care, I was just trying to say I don't care to change.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I was
Push
trying
these
to
niggas off me
do.
like.
I'm not going to let that shift my narrative on what I was going to say about you.
Okay.
But what I was initially going to say about you, yeah, I guess that does tie in even with your new statement.
No, don't change it.
It's working.
It kind of does. I think that Courtney,
It's the truth.
you're very much so like this person that I'm starting to evolve to.
Oh shit.
No, you know I'm not.
As no, wait. Let me just say it because you don't want to have nothing to do with me, right?
No, I'm saying you have a lot of. You do care. That's my point.
That was
I do.
was like
As far as my personal image, but as far as like what people have to say and what people have to like talk about when it comes to their lives,
That's real cute.
I don't give. And I think that you don't either. And
Never did.
And it's okay. Look.
We ain't gonna talk about this shit.
No,
Wait.
I'm not trying to stop.
I think you care, nigga. I don't believe that shit at all.
We're not talking about the image of our like. He's not talking about the.
So what do you mean when you say I don't give a damn?
He says I don't give a damn about what you have to talk about yourself. If it doesn't relate to me or what I got going on,
The theme was
then I don't give a
anything.
fuck. I'm just saying. I don't think Courtney doesn't give a damn about anything. I just don't think that Courtney gives a damn about anything that has nothing to do with him.
That's why he's trying to figure out where that dollar going with the bugs. That better go to the book of chips.
Hey, if Courtney, look, and that's why I say
That better go to the chips.
that's why I say that
But wait.
I'm starting to turn into that person too.
If you buy
because
cocaine, it's
if you
over for you.
remember our conversation offline, what did you say? What did you just say?
If you buy some drugs or fentanyl, nigga, it's over.
All I'm saying is that if y'all remember and reflect that conversation, reflect on that conversation that we had offline, like before
yeah.
we
The
started
first
the season.
joint. Yeah.
Right. I'm moving into that direction where I don't give a fuck about what other people got going on now. If it
Man.
doesn't involve me, right?
Yeah.
I'm a very judgmental person, right?
Okay.
Based on what everybody else
I can
thinks.
appreciate that
I
admission.
think with Courtney, he just won't involve. But the thing, the problem with Courtney is that
over here.
he unless he's like pulling a Homelander from The Boys.
Oh shit! Who?
I got a point to make.
And unless he's pulling a Homelander,
Damn, that
and
nigga
straight-
evil as fuck,
look, like why? Because he's straight. We see and witness what the fuck he's doing, and for our
Heartless.
listeners, right?
He's heartless.
Homelander, listen, go watch
The Boys.
watch The Boys
Amazon
on Prime, Amazon Prime.
He's an evil motherfucker.
This Courtney is Homelander.
Courtney.
Damn.
I've never watched that
He
show.
does
and I know
sinister acts.
exactly
Hold
what
on. Let me finish. He does sinister acts that nobody
He's terrible.
sees.
Sinister.
He kills.
Meaning that
Go ahead.
he doesn't care about what the fuck you got
No,
going
he does
on.
act in self-interest for sure.
But he never
self-preservation.
he never speaks about it publicly.
Nah.
But deep down, if you really ask, how did you truly feel about that? I don't care about what you niggas think or what you got
Courtney,
going on about your own selves. If
really
it don't
about-
involve
it's
me,
really about him.
I don't give a shit, and I don't care. I don't care
Damn.
if you're my
Now,
girlfriend.
when you
If
watch
you're
this
my
show,
if
you're
you're
gonna be like, damn.
no, he watches the show.
What show? No, I watch it. The Boys.
He watches
Do you
it.
agree that
Courtney.
you're Homelander?
Don't ask him that. Don't ask him yet.
Like far from that.
But no, you're misconstruing what I'm trying to relate to.
He don't agree. He don't agree.
To fucking wrap it
You
up.
sound like
I don't
Darian.
think that Courtney cares about what other people's problems are.
Okay.
If it doesn't concern him or
I
involve
agree.
him, he's not concerned with it, and he doesn't care, and he checks out. But
Damn.
the narrative of him being a good person in public is so strong that
Yep.
people will refuse to refuse to
Actually,
acknowledge that.
JT, you're reading Courtney for filth.
So
And-
you're
and the thing
horrible-
is, hold on,
Okay,
hold
go
on,
ahead. All
because I want to make it land a little better.
Come on, thank you.
He brought up some really good points that I think that are intrinsic to your nature, but in the way that he expressed them, do not lend to you being able to continue that way on a public platform. The first one was talking about how you don't, whoever Homelander is, it sounded a little accurate, but the thing is that Courtney does not, from what I've observed, is that you most likely don't give a fuck about nothing, but you are nervous about the way that comes across. And so when you have a platform to be able to say that, especially where there's 4 of us who know you intrinsically, maybe we don't get an accurate description out of your mouth, but we all know you very well.
And
Right.
what that means.
And the thing is,
You saying I'm nervous to say that? I don't give a fuck?
no,
Or what
I'm
is
not
that?
necessarily saying that per se, but that even if you are, whether you're not or are, that it is that's okay. Okay. And the original question asked, what would be most annoying about you? And your inclination was saying that I don't care about anything. And where he got deep with you, where I saw your eyes get big, was when he boiled it down. Was like, I didn't gonna fuck. That might have been the word. That might have been the word. But your eyes got big, which means that you care about something.
Yeah,
but the thing is that if you were to ask a lover of you what is most annoying about you, that person would not care either.
Care enough.
Care enough.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that that's the perception about you, but probably we're all very wrong about what somebody would say about us is most annoying.
That's also very true. Oh,
Your turn, D.
damn.
Your turn. No, that's like what he said.
And that was very short term of what I've observed without taking notes, but it is deep right now. Y'all don't even see what y'all doing right now.
Nah, but
I don't see either.
Your turn, D.
Mine is slightly different.
Courtney, with the 7 words you said, a therapist would eat that shit up.
What second word?
You know why? I said 7 words. You've said 7, 6, 7, 8 words that only disagree or agree with what everybody said just now.
Very binary, like.
And the thing is that we all work very binary, which is actually a toxic trait.
It's taking him a lot. It's taking him a lot.
I don't think I work on a binary. Run back. I know JT.
The thing is, that's a binary statement to say that you don't care enough. And you do you agree about that? Do you agree with that? When
it's like
people,
all or nothing.
If that's the
fucking mouth.
Wait, guys, this is okay. The reason why I didn't want to interject and like throw y'all off, but
the game.
No, but
he has to say something though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying before you kind of go down the role that y'all went, y'all took what I said.
Very different. Mine is very different.
Yeah,
cool.
We took it black and white. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but what I'm trying to it's okay.
like
All I'm trying to say is
the public way.
when I said in a relationship, when I say I don't care, and I tried to clarify that by saying when there's something goes on that I need to do better at or address,
okay,
or if there's a complaint, or if there is you get what I'm saying.
Fact.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with myself,
okay,
I think it's when I say I don't care, I don't have a lot of patience, and I truly care more about. I truly want to hear you, and I want you to shut up. I want you to say one time, I will fix it. And when I say I don't care to argue. I don't care to go deeper because I feel like I'm too intelligent to need you to really break me down. And now if it comes to the point where I'm continuously doing something and I don't get it, cool, I get it. You know what? If you call me out, be like, no, I said this shit last week. You said you got it. And then here we are, and you still doing the same shit. All right, then that means I really understand what you're saying.
I'm handling it.
Right. I have a very tough time.
That's why people don't shut up because they feel like you don't understand them.
But no, wait, Bradley. Before you say that though, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I want to repeat what you said before we go further.
Go ahead.
What do you say?
Because this is why people think I'm a know-it-all. Because all I do is repeat what you say back to you, and then people talk their way around it. So you said that if I hear something from you, I don't want to hear it again. I don't want you to keep talking all that. Yeah. And then you was like, at the end of all that, there's a bunch of shit in between. At the end, you was like, but if something goes wrong, that means I didn't hear you right. That's why you talk.
No. That's different. That's different.
That's why you talk.
No, because Bradley, a lot of people on the flip end
didn't hear them.
No,
right
on the opposite end, there are a lot of people in my circle and in my life who have not been heard during their life, or they've been in relationships where they are over communicating or communicating, and they're not. Listen, let me finish.
I said,
let me finish. Let me finish. So when somebody goes to their life, or like say you're a friend, but like you're the friend that nobody really like listens to, and you always have something to say, and you tend to like want your turn or whatever. Like if you have friends that don't communicate and are confident in their communication, and they feel that they need to regurgitate things over and over, and me being very confident in like how I'm moving, if there's something wrong, bro, tell me.
Yeah, what's cool about that is the fact that we were talking about in intimate relationships, in which what would be most annoying about you, and you gave us a prime example of what would be annoying in your friendships. So let's go back to
the same thing. It's the same thing with relationships.
Remember how earlier I was talking about how people think that or could mistake you as a know-it-all because you bring it back to the original topic.
Back to the square.
And I just brought the topic back up and related to the fact that your example had nothing to do.
It did. It had everything to do with relationships and friends.
You just said that the reason why... Never mind.
I said friend. I said relationship and in friends. It's the same thing.
Don't feel like you're not talking too much.
They don't get treated.
They do get treated the same, bro. It is.
Then there can be some overlap and cross pollination though.
And it's the same thing. If JT came to me and said, Courtney, there's something about me he didn't like, right? Yeah. And he said, bro, I really wish you would do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, all right, bro, you're right. And then he said, you know what? Because every time you do this and you do this, and I'm like, bro, all right.
Okay.
Same thing. If Kendra said, Courtney, I wish you would do. I'm like, all right.
Question.
It's the same shit.
There's a clean way to go about your feedback too, right? So like receiving feedback, maybe this is a teachable moment for viewers because I think y'all all have had a feedback conversation too, probably at work, huh? Y'all never had a feedback?
Yes,
sure, yes,
absolutely.
Okay, well I'll spare you then. What was you gonna say?
No, go ahead. Fucking hold back.
Yeah,
no, that would be for the viewers. I think y'all know how feedback's supposed to work, right?
Facts. Well, I mean, I don't know, you may have like some framework or something.
You were gonna say the right thing. For the people listening, you were gonna say what my fault is. I recognize that.
I wasn't gonna say.
No, I think you were. I mean, I can't speak for you, but I think you were gonna say where I think I'm learning to be more patient. And this is me when it comes to feedback, like understanding that it's not that serious if somebody really feels inclined to like get something off their chest or overly explain themselves. Me not giving a fuck is, bro, shut up. Like I get you, but it's okay for me to. I know that. I'm just
quick interjection.
So in the case where we're explaining our ways around the things that we've gotten feedback about, what would be annoying about us, and you explain your way around it with what the issue is. That's what you just did. You're like okay. I'll lay it out.
Yes.
When asked what would be most annoying about you, whether or not it's an intimate relationship or not, you said that you don't give a fuck. When asked to explain your way around it, you said, "Oh, well, the issue is that I don't give a fuck."
Quick interjection.
That's what you did in this time. We could watch it back.
Go.
You was basically saying like, well, the reason why I don't give a fuck is because I don't give a fuck.
But check it. That's not what I said. No.
If you boiled it down, that's kind of how you did it. That's how you did it.
D.
This is what I'm hearing though, and this is, I guess, where my question to you is. So we had this conversation about not giving a fuck before. Like this whole like IDGAF, and I said before on the previous pod, my IDGAF is strong. And
y'all last podcast,
y'all care, bro, you care, D, and I was like, I mean, yes, I care, but I don't give a fuck, right? And this more ethereal thing about I care about some things. Obviously, I care about my family, I care about my job, I care about my life, I care about how I'm perceived professionally and shit like that. But bro, I'm gonna wear what I want, I'm gonna do what I want. I don't give a fuck. So like, I think when I heard you saying though was different than that. What I hear you saying, and I actually agree with you, which brings me to a different conversation. You say, yo, you told me, okay, Courtney, I have a problem when you wear these green pants, these tight green military cargo joints. I ain't fucking with them. Don't wear them no more, bro. And your lady tells you, it's like, all right, baby, cool. I won't wear those anymore. Okay? You don't like them for whatever reason. Cool. And then she comes tomorrow, is like, make sure you don't put them green pants on again, because I told you I don't want to like them hoes. And you're like, well, damn, hold on, before anyone jumps in. That's where we actually share some common ground, because I will tell you. You're bringing this to you. No. I mean, yeah, selfish as fuck, but we having a dialogue.
Right. But let me tell you, but this isn't about you. We're talking about Courtney.
It is
pause.
It's Courtney, not you.
Listen, we agree. Are we not all dissecting this from our own perspective?
We are.
Oh my
but Pete,
gosh.
this is where I think I agree with you. But I don't think that has much to do with the initial and the original point. And so this is where I think we agree and diverge. We agree because in life, this is why I say it's a different conversation, because accountability for me is really, really high on my like hierarchical scale. I need us both to be accountable. I need to be able to admit I'm wrong and move forward. Right? I need this person to be able to be also
that
like,
sounds like you.
I'm wrong.
That sounds like
I
you.
need you to be like, you're wrong? Okay, cool. We're wrong. Let's go. Right?
Immediate accountability.
Now, if somebody says to you, don't do that, don't wear that, don't boom boom, and you're like, okay, are you a person who also holds accountability in high regard? Because that would make sense. Why you're like, why the fuck you bring this up again? Like I've shown you, I've displayed, and or my philosophy is accountability. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. Why you keep bringing this to me? Or have you done this shit again? You wore the green pants. She said she don't like them hoes.
Sounds like trust.
And or accountability. A lot of us have issues with accountability. I've learned in my adulthood.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the first. I think I'm trying to keep us from digging too deep into. I think my first statement really threw y'all off. So to answer your question, yeah, it's just a thing of like I thoroughly appreciate people.
I'm only going off what you just said in response to that first point.
Unless you just completely misspoke.
That's what I'm saying. I think I did. I think that's where we're going with this is kind of like a little off. Okay. But I'll say this. I agree that I thoroughly appreciate. Actually, it's very high. Yeah. Somebody who cares enough to tell me things and like express themselves. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hold you accountable as the issue?
No. There's no accountability issue. The issue comes when you hold me accountable and I have thorough appreciation for it. But where I need growth in is the patience for someone that doesn't trust. Trust. That's a good word. That doesn't trust me enough to
learn
or to basically do what was said. Like don't come back to me without warrant. Like it'd be different if I wore the pants again. I'm like, like don't even as a relationship, as a lover, or even as a friend. Don't like if you have a problem with me or with something. And I tell you, all right, bro, I'm gonna work hard on like addressing that. Don't come at me again with that.
Right,
that annoys the fuck out of me.
That's what I was gonna say. You have to give that part though.
Right. And the thing is,
that's good. You jumped right over it. But like that's the part that for me came later.
That's why I said I didn't do a good job. The initially, like y'all took it somewhere I don't think where I was trying to take it.
Courtney, I don't think you said the wrong thing to begin with. Just out of my heart.
You didn't.
But no, because I really say I don't give a fuck. That's not the same thing.
Courtney again.
Look,
but that is different than
see, here I go.
No. Well, actually, I'm more so trying to prove to you why you said the right thing.
Exactly.
But
and
but
what
the thing
I'm reacting to what the other thing is.
I think they're two different points.
You try to bring that point up and relate it to yourself. What me and Bradley are talking.
He said,
you don't have to explain that. It's not your turn. Me and Bradley
that's
are
not true.
trying to
I'm not making it about me.
What
we agreed on one point, but I think that point was different than the original point.
You want to put a cap on?
I will say that. So while all the banter happens, I usually forget my point. But I will say that.
Hold on.
Okay, so there was a moment in which y'all both connected on the fact that y'all both don't like reinforcement of feedback that you received.
That's what I should have said.
Yeah,
that was my intention when I first said it. That was my heart when I first said it.
Affirmed your efforts to let you know.
I'm using everything I can in my degree right now to
that's what we agree
to work through this conversation.
Right. That's the common ground.
Hard.
That's the common ground.
Especially with liquor. So,
oh my God.
So, I'm not a therapist, but what I can do is make sure that we're staying on topic. Yes. So I do see that you feel like you said the incorrect thing the first time around, but the reason why, what the perception for you was that you don't care, but you've already actually said a few times that eventually, and this might have been expressed in other podcasts as well, is that eventually when you disagree, when there is some feedback that you've received, you end up not caring about it. So that's two pieces. That's two different ways that things can go when you're delivered feedback. The first one is that you don't care, and then they end up giving you more feedback that you don't care. The second one is that when you receive feedback, you don't like reinforcement of the feedback, and
you're dismissive of it.
Right. Well, that was the first example. Is that you're dismissive, which means I don't care. Right. The second one is that if you receive some sort of reinforcement of the agreement that you came to,
he acknowledges
and here's the key here. I think. Again, I'm not a professional, but this is how I would manage a team with the same sort of thing. If somebody is not receptive to feedback, that is totally on the manager, right? So if we're giving it up to and the thing is that you don't care, or like you're receptive to be improving to the things that somebody, a friendship or a partnership that you're in, you're acceptive to receiving that feedback. The thing is that the issue is with the manager, because they don't know you intrinsically enough to be able to be.
Can I come in real quick? But you keep that thought.
Yeah.
I think that's a very, very intelligent way to say it, because I have situations and friends where I've told them, bro, you only got to tell me once, like, and meaningful, like, right? Okay, cool. But there are certain people, like, and I said it before, where there's something in them to where, like, I have a friend that's like this and Kendra's like this. So that's why I always give them there's two different, it's relationship wise in that. Kendra is like this because she has such a passion for wanting me to do better. Yeah, and it comes from, and that's why I say it comes from a beautiful place. But it's like unknowingly we'll say the same thing over and over, and I'm like, yo, like, please stop. You know what I mean? Like, and I have a friend that does the same shit, and especially with my bro, I can be like, bro, stop fucking doing it, because I'm like, you can get it, I can hurt your feelings, whatever. How do you deal with that? With Kendra, it's more like, for me, it's like, hey, do I be more patient on my end, on her end, or do I try to tell her to, like, no, you need to understand how I receive what you're saying, and you need to change. And so there is a both, but I've taken on the. So,
like I said, it's really the manager's fault. So
who's the manager?
I put Kendra. Kendra's the manager.
Yeah.
So I get. I don't even mean that shadily.
No. I know.
Now I know how y'all connect. Now I get exactly what you're saying.
Is that
now I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. I'm not going to elaborate. I now get the connection. I do get exactly what you're saying.
Development's not a one size fits all process for people.
Yeah.
And it starts by knowing who your manager is. I don't like you. But it starts by having an intrinsic understanding of who you're trying to build something with, right? Or, what's important to the business could also be that too. Like, because if I tell you that's not the way I'm green pants because it's affecting my life, bitch.
Right. I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's I love this. I'm glad.
Now this is really good.
That's a breakthrough.
And to wrap it up, I'll answer the therapy session by saying that I've picked my course of action that best suits,
most important.
Yeah. And I think that's because it's a relationship. Now with friends, I can be more stern on. I can do that with close friends, like with y'all. Right. I'm gonna tell y'all because I care about y'all a lot. But with somebody I don't really talk to as much, bro, if you got something to tell me. That's it. Don't do that shit. Like, don't do that. You're not my girl. Don't do that. You know what I mean?
You're not in the capacity, or you're not in the close friends capacity, if you will, only because we're using relative terms. Because a lot of people use Instagram, right? That was a D trade of me, by the way. But if you're not in that space, if you're not in that space with me, then don't act like you're in that space, because don't bother to expound on your feelings or your thoughts or how you feel about me or how we can benefit and move on from this relationship, because I don't care.
Damn.
Simple as that. And that ties exactly to what I was saying in our off-season discussion that we cannot air because we were name dropping out the fucking ass.
You were name dropping.
All right, I statement. I was. Yes, you're right. Correct. But that's not the only example that I was trying to make.
Facts.
But we can move on. Beautiful display and thank you for being as vulnerable as
I try.
As you were.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Please remind me.
You're very well spoken, bro. You should really be in like a
right.
I wouldn't say counselor thing, like role, but like you're very actually your role. Your actual role. You know what? Sorry. Yes. Right. What you do. Again, I get it.
Exactly. You should do the job you do.
How I
this
started
is why he was included.
I hate to apply this to regular humans.
This is why he's fourth seat. Yeah. This is exactly why he's fourth seat. And people, why he's on the podcast.
People don't value any organizational management stuff. Like businesses often forget that shit is.
Please do me a favor, and you can deny this, but I just need y'all to
take a shot.
She's getting drunk. I can tell.
I just need y'all to kind of.
I love you.
Curate y'all's bio.
Is that what it gave?
Oh. No, just curate your bio a little bit to where it actually
says Potnas. On film? Is that?
Are you
why
talking about
asking
Instagram or what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm
Instagram,
confused. Like
yeah.
Well, where did that come from?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Let's get to me.
Does mine say?
Somehow
Let's get
it
to
has
me.
something to do
I'm
with
next. I'm next.
I
I'm
think
next.
it has something to do with I don't know.
What did I say?
I don't know.
I said that I was what? What was the most annoying?
We're at 2.5 hours.
Thing?
My Way or the Highway.
We're gonna split this episode.
You said My Way or the
We're
Highway.
gonna split this episode as soon as we.
I think
right before we get to the mic.
We'll end on JT, and then we all agree JT.
What time is it?
2.5.
Oh God.
You can just say
Oh,
it.
you got
I
it.
think
You
at
got.
this
We got to
point.
wrap up. Okay. Well,
It's, aside from the fact that we're 2.5 hours in, it's also 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
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 Wow, shout out to
It's
everybody
12
who's still
a.m.
listening.
All right. Do we want? What do we want to do?
We're
we
gonna
want to
pick it up where we left off. We're
Pick
gonna
up where we left off.
I think what's a good piece of homework for all of us
Oh shit!
Is
I don't
to-
like homework, fam. I got too much going on.
is to require of
Yeah,
our
baby, on the way.
to require of our listeners too.
Shout out,
right?
Baby Trey.
Because I mean, they've been listening for what
31 episodes.
2.5 hours.
Not playing. Currently,
we can cut.
This is gonna be.
We can cut out.
Remember, we started
debrief of
recording
the-
earlier. Yeah.
Since we didn't do debrief of the week this week,
poppin'.
we don't have to do news next week. We can do debrief next
Yeah.
week, and
Yeah.
then we
And
can go
just
straight
roll right
into me and Bradley.
so I
And
think what's
then
a
that's
good
what
piece
we do.
of
Yeah.
a good piece of homework for not only us but also for our audience is to be able to go back and for us to review what we talked about,
Right.
and see if there were any points.
Exactly.
Because
We're gonna come back
it'll
with
be
other
like a
stuff,
Real
of course.
Housewives reunion because they're going to show up. Courtney said,
Receipts and like
course.
Previously on Potnas.
I don't think that.
Previous on Partners Podcast.
I don't.
Hey, that's a homophone,
Courtney
right?
said he don't give a
Was
fuck.
that a homophone? Previously on Potnas. No,
that's alliteration.
That's alliteration,
The
yeah.
P's, right?
Please, previously on Potnas podcast.
I did that before.
Homophone would be like
I love
here
alliteration.
and here and there and there
Facts.
and okay,
Correct.
yeah, cool.
So if we're going to pick up with the same topic next week, at least we need to, take a
Review what
look
we were
at.
talking about.
Don't worry, I'm the navigator. I'm the navigator.
Wait. Before we dip out,
Me and-
just say y'all two real quick. So we can-
No,
So mine was. It was.
you said My Way or the Highway.
It's My Way or the Highway.
Control.
And then, thank you.
And
then
mine
yours
was
Control narcissist.
specifically that I don't know how to take a compliment.
uncompliment or something like that. You don't know.
And
how to take a compliment.
I already know where
Uncompliment. What the
that
fuck?
can go, and I already know what the issue is. But yeah, my main complaint
So
is that I don't
controlling
know how to take
narcissist and you don't take a compliment. Well,
Damn.
It's kind of hard to unpack.
That was targeting.
because
I feel like
it has
no, I
nothing.
gotta wrap it up so people can know what we're doing.
no. I think that was
You
targeting.
did a good job. Yeah,
Right, like-
we're good.
Good
take
job
our
at
final
targeting.
shot.
Yes,
No,
correct.
That was what you both said.
Good
I was
job
like,
at targeting me.
I'm gonna do
I
my
get it.
homework.
targeting you?
Yeah, you can't wait
You
till
actually
next week.
said it though.
That's what you said.
Oh, y'all not gonna be here next week.
Oh damn! Push these niggas up.
Well then.
We'll pick it up at any point because this shit is documented.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like a podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Right.
Take it right back
Because
up.
the shit doesn't end, right?
Sustainable
And people
business.
can listen to it at any
Shout
point.
out everybody listening right now.
Right.
And for those who are listening who don't know what we're talking about, I have an expecting wife, and my baby's due next week. So
Yes.
I'm also pregnant. I'm having a day
A day.
because Pride Month. Inclusive.
Yay.
Bradley's got
shout out Pride Month.
Bradley's got work things
Next
that he has to
Thursday.
attend to,
Yeah.
and then D has family things
I
that
got
he has
work
to
too.
attend
You feel
to.
me? I
So
work
me and Courtney will be here next week for you all.
Talking
and
shit.
And we will have
In y'all's absence.
great our
I'm here
first
too, unless he's here.
yeah,
Skype me in.
and we will have our we can
He's gonna talk about you.
Can I get to the let me talk to the audience. Let me talk to our listeners.
What's
All
poppin'?
right. So Bradley may be here next week virtually.
Hey.
Dino may not be here physically
the
at
same
all
thing.
or virtually because he's having his fourth seed. If
Young
you will. Or
Draco,
not, second
baby.
seed. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what?
I'm sorry. I meant fourth member of the family. It's him, his wife, his daughter, and his son. Fourth member of the family.
Just like, hold up.
Yeah,
So
Shout out to
contingent
my dog.
on Mother Nature and God.
Facts.
That will
And
determine if D will be here next
we
week.
want him. So I don't want to
And-
say I don't want to be here, but I want him to be here.
And if D is not here next
Ashley.
week, then we will have a special guest, our first special guest of the season.
Shout them
and
out.
That's
if we talk to you
a lot of pressure.
Facts.
to
Damn.
not
So should I
our
not show up?
listeners, but to
I
our
want the
special
special
guests, if we talk to you and you were a special connection to the partners, keep your phone live. Beware.
Let's go.
We are coming.
Hey, that'd be
Yep.
good if you hadn't done it. Damn.
All right. Now I'm going to do a couple of things that y'all weren't expecting. I'm gonna do a couple of fun segments. All right. I'm gonna introduce a couple of fun segments.
Wait, right now?
For each the three of you. Yes, right now.
Okay.
And it's not gonna go into a tangent. I promise.
Understand.
Wait. You,
Hold on.
You going into the segment right now?
Yes, right now. Right
I
before
think
the
we're
toast.
wrapping up, bro.
I know we're wrapping up, but
He's gonna help us wrap
pee
up in
real
the
bad.
segments.
I'm just
Okay.
Go ahead, my bad.
foreshadowing into the future of this
Next
season,
episode.
right?
All right.
Grooming tip of the day with Bradley. Word of the day with Dino.
Oh, shit.
And real estate fact of the day with Courtney.
Or let Courtney. What you decide? What do you want to give?
You want to keep that shit secret.
I can do like a money
those
tip.
Are,
Good money
tho-
tip.
Those
Okay,
are
money tip.
segments to look forward to. And I promise you, these three gentlemen,
Fuck, let's do it right
these
now.
three partners,
Never mind.
are very avid and skilled at their craft, and they will be able to provide you some knowledgeable content.
You did an excellent job, JT. I think
you.
that was a great assignment.
I like
Right.
that. That was great.
And now we shall move to the toast.
All right.
Hey, oh damn, we gotta drink more.
I'm not.
You don't
Yeah,
have
I
to.
think
You don't have to. You don't have
That's-
to. I have some Coke right here that you can
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Give him some
Hey, you really got some Coke. Is that really Coca Cola?
Yeah,
At
it really
least,
is.
I'll take
at
some
least
of
give
that.
my boy some big red.
Yeah.
I already had a whole big red.
I know.
Yeah.
At least you
like
can look
Coke
like you
too.
was trying to.
This
We're
is
not
really-
talking about powder, ladies
This
and
is really
gentlemen.
Coca Cola.
This is not that type of
This is
episode.
great.
I've
It has
taken
ice
the
in it.
last-
I ran out of ice.
The last three shots
Where's
I've
the- can
taken
you guys-
Lands on the board.
not had any
Perfect.
chaser to them. I just want to let y'all know I'm not a pussy on.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
And pussy is
gotta take something.
strong.
A sign of strength, as we well
You
know.
have nothing.
Strong.
If you haven't
and
seen a
the
woman give birth, just that's all you need to
source
know.
of-
And then
the source of
power.
leadership.
Bro, it's not that serious.
Just give me
Just.
I'm not
Pussy.
pointing for you. Pour your own sins. Here you go.
Come on.
I'm sorry. That's a lot of reaching.
Okay.
Not on the board. Not over the board. God bless you. God bless you
They're gonna know
all.
you're faking.
While they pour their sins, I just want to say shout out to everybody who's listening, who's still with us right now.
Let's go.
All our listeners abroad.
You don't have to stay still listening because this is going to be in like an hour and a half episode by the time I cut it.
Still
Right?
listening. Shit.
No.
Some people lose attention span at 30 minutes.
So they're going to come back and
Speed you up
listen.
to
Hey,
4
can you hand me the bottle, please?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought you
That's
thought something happened. I'm so
Did they
sorry.
can't
Hey,
take-
that's like
No,
shot
I
number
was-
4 for y'all. 5.
For them, right?
I have
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
to
I'm
do
about to
tomorrow.
too.
Like,
I have nothing to do tomorrow, so
Do you,
I'm trying
do you
to
feel
get
any
ready.
judgment toward them for that?
hey,
Yo, what?
Courtney.
Well, he's on paternity leave for the next
Courtney.
year and a
Exactly.
half.
I'm an alcoholic. Like,
You're not an alcoholic.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Because like, I know real alcoholics and them niggas are down bad. It's really not okay.
Bradley.
I'm playing.
That's a lot of stars.
Bradley. I
That
would
shit
like,
was fun last time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I would like to dedicate.
I'd like to make it race.
I would like to give you the honor to lead this toast.
Oh my god, I would love to lead
Live
this
fast. What you got to say?
toast. This toast goes to first and foremost, we have to thank Almighty, whoever you think Almighty is.
Hey.
Let's start there. And the Almighty leading us to Houston, Texas, to be amongst each other in this world and to be amongst each other in this fucking room. I don't know if the Almighty would say fucking, but
No, it's blasphemous.
and this being episode 2 of the freshest, newest season there is of Potnas,
Oh shit.
including all of us in this room.
Hey.
Quiet storm.
You're progressively lower.
On B, okay. On POTNS. All right.
PRID.
To my partners,
Yes.
Clink, clink.
Shout outs to us taking the great extensive feedback that we received. My mic is now in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. So it doesn't sound like that I'm in the auditorium anymore.
Too bad.
And I'm going to take this shot.
Yeah, we heard your teeth clink on the glass.
And
All that-
it did clink. It did clink on the glass.
Chip is.
And Dino's going to take us out.
Yeah,
So we can
man.
do a...
You're now tuning into
Can
the
I get some
sounds of
Coke
the
on the way
Potnas
out?
Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for this episode. Follow all the partners on all social media platforms, starting with Bradley.
follow me at Coolin and Poolin on all social media platforms. That's COOLINANDPOOLIN.
Yeah, man.
All right, Dino.
You can find me at the Dictionary. That's THE_DIXONARY.
Courtney.
Well, you can find me at Courtney J. Coleman.
All right, and I am at JT Got Soul. That is JT Got SOLE. Shout out to the Potnas Podcast. Follow us at POTNAS Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and that's it for all of our content. Visit our website for potnaspodcast.com to stream all of our previous episodes. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review, and please contact us. Reach out to us, DM us, because all of your feedback goes into the content of this episode.
Especially because I'm single.
Yeah. All right, we appreciate y'all. Hey, and that meet and greet is coming soon. Be ready, mid-season.
I definitely want to do something in person.
Oh yeah. If you're in Houston, hit us up. Potnas Podcast. That's what's up. Oh yeah.